David, and today we're going out to who the hell knows where to do, who the hell knows what. What we do know is there's a man with iron fists. Let's go.
He's iron from fingertip to elbow.
Yes, man with the iron forearm.
Yeah, it would have been better.
Right?
Yeah.
But
It's a really bad title, The Man with the Iron Lower Half of His Arms.
Doesn't sound as cool.
But it would have been accurate.
the man with the iron extremity.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
Those things, well, I'm sure we'll get into that when we get down to it, but I've got lots of questions about those billy clubs he carries around for the whole second half of the movie.
There's so many questions.
For the last 20 minutes of the movie?
Yeah, really, right?
I feel
Realistically.
like this whole podcast could be questions, and none of them would be answered.
The man with the lower arm, the man with the iron lower arms, but for most of the movie has regular arms. That's the title of
Yeah,
it.
that's what it is.
The
Okay,
Human Movie Database is in the house.
What's happening?
How's it going, man?
It's wonderful.
Yeah?
It's first time watching this movie.
No. We found a
Yeah.
movie you hadn't ever seen?
Yeah.
Really?
Bro, with this cast, I thought for sure it was
You
on
know-
your 2012 best of list.
You would have thought. So, like, you look at the MPA rating where it's like bloody violence, strong sexuality,
Yep.
language, drug use,
Kung
Russell
fu.
Crowe in a supporting role,
Right.
Kung Fu,
Wu-Tang.
Eli
Supporting his
Roth. Come on.
Right.
I should have seen it, right?
You 100% should.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't.
Opening night, I thought Farrell was there with his, like have the Hulk fist, but they had the version. Did they sell those for the man with the iron fist?
Oh, that would have been a great tie-in.
Wouldn't it have
If they
been?
would have just had iron
Made
forearms, yeah.
Iron forearm popcorn buckets
Yes.
for everybody.
Yeah, dude.
That would
You
have
just
been
gotta
great.
hold it with two. Bleh.
And David is also in the house. Danger Dave,
Hi.
what's up, buddy?
Hey, how we doing?
I'm
so
great,
happy
man.
to be here for this movie.
Yes, Man of
been a
Steel
while.
was the last time you were
know.
in. And so this should be far less contentious, I would imagine.
Yeah, I
than
don't
that
think.
was.
Well, right.
Man of Steel to Man of Iron.
Listen.
How about that?
We're how many weeks now past Man of Steel, and I'm still getting messages from people that are angry about things we said about Man of Steel. Snyder fans.
It's hard to be. It's hard to be right, James. The right guy in the room isn't always the right guy in the room.
But I'm happy here. If the internet gets as mad about this, I'll be shocked.
I don't know.
You never know.
It could be.
never know.
Wu-Tang. The Wu-Tang Clan is deep.
But what the internet will not be mad about is that after a long hiatus, Nicole Frier is back.
Hey.
Welcome, Nicole.
Hello. Good
Thanks.
to be here.
I'm glad that you're here.
Thanks.
And this movie, if any movie ever screamed Nicole Frier to me, it was this one. That's why I was like, you got to come back for this episode.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Can I just, the only that's a joke, ladies and gentlemen. But the reason I say that is because I knew nothing about the movie other than the cast looked good and I wanted you to come back for an episode. So I asked you to do it. And then the whole time I'm watching it, I said, what have I done? Oh no. I put Nicole on this movie.
What if it's her favorite now? What is it?
It is not.
Okay. Well,
But-
don't bury the lead. Just.
But
It could be my second favorite. You don't know.
Well, see, that's
Right.
true.
it could have
I
changed
can't wait to
your.
find out at the end.
It could have changed your opinion about cinema
Sure.
in general.
Or my whole
Right.
entire life.
Yeah. Yeah. Your
Right?
whole entire life was a lie
What is existence?
until now.
Nicole's knowledge of film and her appreciation and taste of cinema is a well that runs deep and it's varied and unknowable, really.
Nobody knows.
Right.
No.
She
Until
doesn't even know.
Until the man with the iron fists.
That's right. Until that.
You know what?
Coalesced.
That
Coalesced it all
mumbler came
together.
in and started saying something that no one could understand.
Yes.
And I also want to say over there at the kids' table, we have the Hammer in person, Josh Whitehouse. What's up, man?
Hello. I am the reason why everyone seems to be staring and hating me right now.
Yeah, so
Oh boy.
the quick story here is we had the Discord. Obviously, if you're a Patreon member, you can be on the Discord and chat with us and other members of the BM Army. But we had a fantasy football league last year. It was like me and Ryan Mueller, I think, were the only hosts that were on it. And then the rest were listeners from the Discord. And Josh was one of those guys, and he won the league. And by winning the league, got to pick a movie that we would then do on the show. And because he lives only a half an hour away, was able to do his awards in person with us today. So
And
welcome,
thank you for
man.
having me.
No, of course. We're happy that you're here, man.
To take your lickings, because you're gonna get it.
Fine. I'm right here. I'm right here.
It's ready.
This is your
Let's come on,
trophy.
let's have some fun.
This is the trophy. We don't
This
have
is the trophy.
I need a quick sidebar to let you know that there were, I'm going to say it was approximately 2 years since I learned about the concept of fantasy football until I learned that the name of it is really fantasy football. You see, there's a lot of interesting statistics that go along in it, and a lot of people doing a lot of permutations of information and looking at all. And I thought it was called fancy football for 2 years.
Fancy football?
Yeah.
What did you think they did?
You know, there's just a lot of like number crunching and special
That
deep
was the
ways.
fancy part?
I guess so.
It's like regular football, but in the middle of the field, there's a Victorian tea party happening.
Yeah.
I was thinking
With like a
Yeah.
Victrola playing music, and
Yeah.
every once in a while, one of them gets taken out by a
Victrola up
linebacker.
high.
Yeah.
That's right. You get to wear just some kind of sparkly tiara if you win. It's amazing.
That's fancy football.
There's ruffles
Right.
in the front of their
That's
jersey.
right.
and
Didn't
there's
know.
a-
And everybody just ran over it so fast. I was like, I guess I'll accept that.
All right. Well,
Well,
Then I saw it written and I was like, oh.
the most I've found that in all my years of playing fantasy football, really all anybody cares about is who does the best, who does the worst. Because usually there's a punishment in a league that people are looking forward to, and then there's a trophy. We had a like a wrestling style belt that we passed around in ours for a long time to whoever was the winner. In this case, Josh, this is it. This is your trophy. What's happening right now? So it's not going to be maybe as pleasurable as most trophies, but you know what? No matter how bad we bash this movie, you won the first league, and no one can ever take that away from you. Okay, my
Thank you.
friend. Yes.
I guess I'm the one doling out the punishment for
Yes, I guess so. Because I lost. I mean,
yeah.
you know,
Is that the cosmic joke here? Is
I
like
guess.
this is the long play joke?
Yeah.
Is that at the
Yeah.
end you're gonna be like, and you played directly into your punishment?
Well,
Well, let's get some of the vitals out of the way so you guys understand everything there is to know about the movie, how it qualifies. As we said, it is 2012's The Man with the Iron Fists. And this movie is the result of one man's vision.
One.
Written by RZA.
One
Directed by
man.
RZA. Craft services by RZA. Porta potties provided by RZA. Soundtrack provided by RZA.
He did the casting too, so
Yeah. Main character, RZA.
that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
One man's passion, one man's vision, one man's...
Vanity project.
Look, this is the textbook definition of a vanity project. Okay?
Maybe.
And I don't say that with any animosity towards RZA at all.
No.
If I had the means and the play around, mess around money that I could get all of my favorite people to do a movie that I wrote in my basement, I would spend the money and 100% do it. So
Yes, you would.
I'm not even knocking the guy.
If Russell Crowe said yes.
Right.
Yeah.
do you know why? Because he,
No.
so he is in the movie because RZA is giving rap lessons to his rugby team. Russell
you go.
Crowe owns a rugby team, so RZA promised to give rap lessons to his rugby team if he would be in his movie.
I would have guessed
kidding,
that
right?
immediately.
How about that?
Obvious.
story.
Super obvious.
But that's, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, this screamed to me that a lot of people owed him favors.
Yes.
And they all got called in and said, okay, you're going to be the brass guy and you're going to be the hooker lady.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
But this is what it is, a vanity project.
It
right?
is.
It's somebody
It is.
that they write their own movie, they cast themselves in the lead. It's about, their own fantasy essentially probably come to life.
Yeah.
And if you watch the special features at the end, which I don't always do, but it was definitely clear that he was sure it was the standard to which all films thereafter would be compared.
Jeez.
Yes.
And he's just like, it was a vision and it came.
No, he thought he was making, this is the same guy with the slapstick thing, right? They thought he was making something really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was going to be a genre defining piece of art. In his head, it
Yes.
was.
Which is wild because this seemed to me like he had a book of drawings from when he was in high school and just kept flipping the
Right.
pages and going, he's going to have iron hands.
And this is Birdman.
Yeah, this one
And
has
he's gonna have a bronze body.
There's a bird guy, and then there's a guy with super spiky arms, but they fall off sometimes.
Oh, no.
That's what the whole
Yes.
thing was going to be.
That's 100%.
It's all his OCs from his high school drawing book.
It's all his doodles, right? Yeah. Well, look, the movie, as we said, written and directed by, but Eli Roth shares a writing credit on this movie as well. Worked with him over the course of months, which makes me think
Years.
Okay, was it years?
So
He's a legit writer.
This movie was originated when RZA worked on the soundtrack for Kill Bill Volume 1. And he met Quentin Tarantino then. And then he met Eli Roth after that. And they had worked on the project for, this movie came out in 2012.
Yeah.
Originated in 2003.
Yeah.
So this was a 9-year simmering project for RZA.
And Eli Roth's a legit writer, so if he
for the most
tried
part.
to shepherd, in that he's produced,
Didn't he write
written
Cabin
things,
Fever?
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he did Cabin Fever, Hostel Part 2.
He's written good things too.
No, he hasn't.
Green Inferno.
He's a little bit
Green Inferno.
Inferno's
Green
good.
Inferno.
in the
Yeah.
same way the writers for Playboy are legitimate
I'm
writers.
just saying, he's someone that's been hired to write before.
It's more like the
Where
writers
RZA
for
is doing
Penthouse.
this
All
himself.
right.
right?
Not Playboy. Come on now.
They're still published writers.
I
the
have
ones
no
that write in
idea how I
Penthouse.
pay
There you
for
go.
the
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Don't ask questions about where it's published.
Eli
I'm a
Roth
published
made
writer.
the film within the film for Inglourious Bastards.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. The ones with
Nation's Pride with the sniper.
Sniper, yeah.
The sniper.
Sniper.
With the sniper.
Now, here's what I'll say. Imagine what this movie is without the shepherding of Eli Roth's writing, okay?
The knife is no longer just a knife.
Right.
Is all that happens. It's like there's Gore's like, well, you can't just have a regular knife. His knife has to be some kind of. Well, we'll get there.
Right. The movie starred, listen to this, Russell Crowe,
Could have knocked me down a feather when he walked out. What?
Lucy Liu, Dave Bautista, Rick Yoon. I was thrilled when he was finally when he came out. I love that guy.
Was he X guy?
He was
X-Blade.
Zen Yi.
Okay,
X-Blade.
Zen Yi.
Yeah. But Daniel Wu is in it too. They revealed him as Poison Dagger at the end. I was like, awesome. These are great actors. And then of course our guy that played Brian Mann, from the very first episode ever of Bad Movies Rule. He was Ryu in Street Fighter, plays the antagonist in the movie Silver Lion. It took me like 5 minutes of looking at his face going, who is this guy?
That is exactly what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that through the movie.
Yeah.
Now you've revealed
It's Ryu.
and clearly he has taken 0 acting lessons between that movie and this one.
Between those two. Yeah. Well, look, the movie currently sits at a 5.4 on IMDb, which isn't great. And then when you head over to Rotten Tomatoes, it doesn't get a whole lot better. It's a 51% critic score. I am shocked it is that high.
Absolutely shocked.
Okay.
At that.
And
I did pay some critics, by the way.
Josh, like 14 email addresses that he's putting in reviews.
and it's not like
I've
there
been
was
keeping
only
it up for 12 years. Please.
and it's not like there's only 13 critics ratings. There's 84 critics that weighed in, and it's still at 51%.
That's interesting.
And then with over 25,000 audience ratings, it sits at 40%. So the audience have scored this lower than the critics have, but still 40 out of 100.
I feel like it was payoff. There was money exchanging hands
Yeah.
for that 51%.
Here's what the critic consensus said. Messy kung fu homage demonstrates a slavish affection for the genre it mimics, for better or worse.
Whoa. What was that about? A slave?
A slavish affection for the genre that it mimics, right? So...
That was kind of shoehorned in there at the end.
That was a little shoehorned. Yeah, it seems a little much.
Oh, is it in reference to RZA's backstory in this movie, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonk.
Okay, well, great. Look, I'm happy you guys are here. And you know what, Josh? Even though it may sound like we're annoyed, I'm happy you picked this movie because it gets a chance for us to gather my favorite people around this table and let's talk about it. And if you guys want to hear more of this, if you want to hear the uncut version of this episode, or if you want to hear our whole other network of shows, Good Movies Rule, Trashterpiece Theater, Samurai Movie Jam is on every other Monday. We've got all kinds of stuff. Patreon.com/Bad Movies Rule. You can support the show. $5 a month gets you a ton of stuff, and it goes from there. We really appreciate everybody that's already on there supporting the show because it allows us to keep this thing going and to keep doing more and more different kinds of shows and entertainment. And you can also email us. This show is trash@gmail.com, and we will get back to you on one of our mailbag segments, or you can call and leave us a voicemail, 262-757-8567, and we'll get back to you that way as well. We love connecting with listeners, and feel free to reach out, and looking forward to hearing what your message is going to be. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we get back, we're going to hit our scene by scene. Let's go. The very beginning of this movie is complicated, so stop me if I miss something.
Is
but
it,
I'm going
though?
to try my best to lay out in a general sense, what happens in the first 5 minutes of this. We have RZA, who is a blacksmith in Jungle Village, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
There's a dinner party with a bunch of different people in it with 80s rock band hairdos.
Yep.
Okay.
They're lions, James.
All right. Well,
And the hyenas.
they look like they're former members of Striper. Okay.
They sure are. I'm pretty sure that right before this, they all broke into a radio station so that they could get their demo played, and also made a movie.
Ta-da.
Perfect. Yes. It looked like I was so confused because there's bird people flying around, bird people that we never see again.
It's a
for the
cutaway.
Rest. Yes.
It is.
It's literally one cutaway.
Right.
And
After-
it looks like a Thundercat or something.
Yeah. Exactly like a
You
Thundercat.
can't see what
Yep.
it is. It's like,
It's a Thundercat landing
we made the costume. Somebody's
Exactly.
got to use it.
You got the rat guys.
because you got RZA, who's all like Jungle Village.
Yeah.
Always at war with itself or something like that.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, some like they're always fighting, they're always beefing,
Well, it's
and then
like- it's like the Asian-
Birdman lands on the gravel. It's like, well, and there's bird people here too, apparently.
It's like the ancient Asian version of the Warriors, right? Where it's like we got the rat gang and the lion gang,
All
and
of it,
bird
like-
The
people,
sharks and the jets.
sharks
and
and the
the-
jets
yep.
and the baseball players and the clowns and
The wolf people.
The wolf
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
right. That's why they're always at war with each because there's like just ganging or rivaling gang wars happening within Jungle Village.
They be beefing.
Without any context,
Yeah.
I'm like, these guys in the lunch they're playing patty cake kung fu over who has the best hairdos. Like, I couldn't even figure out what they were beefing about.
No clue why this fight started in the beginning. It just all of a sudden is.
It's
And
all world
Ryan,
building, guys.
You're absolutely right that he did say things in the beginning that you said, but you said them so much better than he did. This dude has, I don't know if he was high or drunk or
He's
what, but
so monotone.
He's so-
all the
Guys,
time.
he has been high since '94.
Yeah.
in the jungle world, we're going to turn
RZA's been high for 30 years, man.
Wu-Tang, mother. Yeah, but no, he has marble mouth, and like when he talks to his girlfriend later, it's like, how did you ever think this was cool? That he just and go down some. You can't understand anything he's saying. Nothing.
It's something.
I've never been so
Cherry
attracted to
blossom.
anyone as I have found
What I
myself
just
right
said?
now. Yes.
Well, if you'd have knew what I said,
Oh,
it would
no.
be even worse.
Let me translate. What Dave just said is that my girlfriend, Lady Silk, wants to make enough money to leave Lady Blossom's harem
yes.
of
Miss Blossom. Or no.
women of the night or whatever. Miss Blossom or is it Madam Blossom?
Madam Blossom.
Madam Blossom.
Madam Blossom.
It
That's
is.
it.
What he really
Or no,
said was,
is it
I
Madam
ain't saying
Blossom?
she's a gold digger.
Well, she is the Madam.
But she ain't got time for. Wait,
Yes.
never mind.
That's right.
Right.
I thought one time I was like, just tell me to diversify my bonds. That's all I want.
Yeah, right. It would have sounded like you need to in your berms.
All right.
The side effects of this drug include, but are not limited to.
Right, making
Yes.
terrible kung fu movies.
Yes.
Let me just lay this out because I don't even, and the reason I'm even hesitating, I don't even know where to start with this.
Because the movie doesn't either. It just
doesn't.
goes kung fu movie, right? Here comes some, and then they just start
It is.
fighting.
They just
On
tried
top of the
5
fact,
different beginnings.
Like you
Yeah.
said, they're basically a Chinese 80s hair band fighting to Wu-Tang Clan music.
right.
Right.
Because the song that plays over the opening.
Well, yeah.
pretty
At
dope,
first, it's
though.
like patty cake kung fu, and then the weapons come out.
Right.
Right. And then it gets a little bit more violent, and then we get a flashback within this retelling of the beginning. So we're on a flashback and a flashback where the gold lion has been tasked by the governor to protect this shipment of gold that's going to be coming through Jungle Village.
But wait, Silver Lion and Bronze Lion
Right.
team up.
Silver Lion looks like Brett Michaels' roommate from Hard Rock, the School of Hard Rock.
School of Hard Rock.
The thing is, and this doesn't even make any sense because there never is, like, the Gemini are already escorting the shipment.
You are
of,
so far into the movie right
gold.
now, and we haven't even gotten to the first scene. That's the problem with this.
Right.
Is it's like we've got a character. How are we going to get him in here?
Yes.
Gold. How about that? Should we protect the gold?
Yes.
Are these guys fighting? Now there's a big, daddy lion that gets.
he gets darted. So yeah, in this fight in the kitchen or dining room or whatever, he gets darted by one of his own guys. which we find out is this guy Poison Dagger. Who
That was after the first fight.
I thought this was during that.
It
fight.
is. Well,
It
it's
is.
technically
Don't
during
they
the first
get
fight.
home from the first fight? And
No,
then
they
he dies
in the
in the
middle of the
beginning.
fight they flash back
Yeah.
to him.
Oh, that
getting
was a flashback?
That was a flashback.
Oh, well, I'm a proper
This is
idiot.
what I'm. No,
Well, I better hold on. Can I
No,
go
you're
watch this
not.
again? And then go
We'll
back?
see you in.
the point is, you're
2
not an idiot.
Basically.
It's just what they did.
I had
Basically.
no idea that was
There's
a
no continuity. They just jump. Okay, here. Oh, it's like James said at the beginning. Oh, this book. Oh, The Warriors. That was a good movie. Throw that in there.
Yeah.
Sorry, you've been trying to say something. Go ahead.
No, you know what? Maybe here's a fun moment for this factoid. The first cut of this film was 4 hours long.
It was.
It's just
yes,
no
it
way.
was.
Yep.
Shut
so
up.
RZA and Eli Roth wrote a 130-page screenplay detailing all the backstory, doing all this world building, even explaining as to why different clans use different types of martial arts. The first cut was 4 hours long, and Universal was like, nah, you got to cut that down.
That makes me so mad.
So I'm saying how much money they.
Yes. Just how bloated.
I don't-
is the-
Yeah.
You know
is
what?
the
Here's
world.
the thing, though. Like, to go from 4 hours to 96 minutes, that's insanity.
Right.
Like, you could have at least let him do, like, maybe 2 hours and some change, like a good, 2 hour, 15-minute film.
The rest of it, if they didn't release it, if Eli wasn't like, let's split it into 2 movies, it must have been terrible. If he's like, no, that all just needs to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who cares if it makes
Who
sense?
knows?
Right.
We're just going to do it.
But
Well-
that in the sense of like, yeah, so like now we're trying to get into this movie where you have RZA doing first person narration to do world building to establish a flashback to establish a scene in which there's then a flashback as to
Yes.
why this guy is here at this moment, but this scene already took place because the gold is already on its way and this guy's already dead.
Right.
So yeah,
Yes.
and now
so we get to the point where Zen Yi is the
Yes.
lion's son, the golden lion's son, and he's now the only hope for the lion tribe.
And I feel like that's
he
like where the
wants-
movie actually starts.
Right.
In the sense of like, all right, we've gotten through this 10 minutes of muddled whatever it is. And now it's like,
Yeah.
okay, Zen Yi, X-Blade. Hey, guess what, man? Your father's dead.
Yeah, so then he suits up for revenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that X-Blade wasn't part of this whole Four Musketeers or whatever they were
Yeah.
going around and beating people up for dad.
The gold, silver, and the
He
bronze
was just
lion.
like, you guys, peace. I'm going to go get a girlfriend. I'll
Right.
be back in a little bit.
Why
See you
doesn't
later.
Why doesn't he get to be? Is that because they ran out? There was gold, silver, and bronze, and like
Yeah.
nobody wants to be fourth runner-up lion.
You didn't
Oh,
meddle.
there's a copper lion too.
there is a copper lion. You're right.
Oh, that's right.
There is a copper lion.
Oh, right.
There is.
Can I be aluminum lion? He just didn't. That's what he's like. I'll be X-Blade. Actually, I don't. That
I call
sounds-
tungsten.
Yeah. I'm going to be
Tungsten
platinum lion and kick all your asses.
That's right.
Don't forget, he tells his wife, "I'm never going to leave you." 10 seconds later, I'm out.
See you later.
Yeah.
I gotta
Never
go.
gonna leave your side.
Bye.
I gotta go.
She says, "You said you'd never leave me."
Can we?
Like, I gotta take a shit, honey.
For all the wrestling fans out there, I love this dude had basically the Legion of Doom spike shoulder pads,
Yeah, he
but
did.
they were like retractable.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
but,
like,
but,
yes.
but see, not to be a huge nerd about this.
But
Those
please,
spikes
please.
were 4 inches long and they went straight down into his arm. Where do they go in there?
Are they telescoping?
It
Yeah.
didn't look like it.
You're right. They look like they were solid.
They looked
spikes.
like they were solid spikes. Not to be a big dork about this, it was very cool. But I was
spike.
like, how do you do that?
Because the
Maybe-
spikes come out of his
Like
shoulders.
Edna made it from Edmode and Guest made it from The Incredibles.
Yep.
It's fine.
Perfect.
right, or they drilled holes into his body because, like, look, these spikes got to go somewhere.
And I can't even be mad because it's not even the 50th stupidest thing in this movie.
No,
It's not.
X-Blade's original suit. He's got spikes coming out of his
cool.
forearms, spikes coming out of his feet,
X-Blade's
spikes coming
awesome.
out of his
Right.
knees, elbows. He's got a spike coming out of his weenus.
He does have a wiener spike.
a weenus spike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spine
Yeah.
spike.
Weenus.
Yeah.
It's the part of your elbow that you can like.
He also
grab.
had a groinal one, but yeah,
He had a groinal
That's
spike?
true. Yes.
I mean, I'm sure Lily was happy about that,
Okay. Look,
or Choo Choo, or whatever,
Not a spike.
whatever her name was.
Right?
I don't think anybody would be happy about that.
I don't think you wear that to bed.
Name was Chi-Chi.
Chi Chi. That was close.
Thank you, Choo Choo, Chi Chi.
Choo Choo.
You took the
hell's
train
different?
version, I suppose.
All right, Ryu is the new leader of the Lion Clan. He's Silver Lion,
Silver Lion.
and he's
Silver
like,
dork.
let's attack the Hyena Clan. now that I'm in charge, let's go to war. And a couple of guys made the mistake of being like, shouldn't we wait for Xenia?
Hey guys, we're so strong though, right? Right, guys?
And he's just like, he's trying to like rabble rouse this crowd of the Lion Clan, and he's like, well, the Coyote Clan or whatever, like you said,
Wolf Clan.
the Wolf Clan or the Hyena Clan or the Coyote Clan, whatever clan they are. He's like, well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna attack us, so I say we attack them first.
We got to take them out while we're strong.
I literally just wanted to be like, where's your logic in that they're gonna attack you?
Well, apparently they knew they were going to attack them, because then they go to blacksmith and say, can you make these?
They want to assimilate them in, so that way they're full strength when the Duck Clan attacks.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
The Duck Clan.
But if they'd seen the Lion King, they would know the hyenas could be taken as the minions.
That's true.
So why would they fight them?
Propagate.
true.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you aren't getting your hierarchy from the Lion King, you're screwing up. They should have watched it. RZA should have at least watched it first.
RZA probably did.
Right, 'cause then
It's
the-
probably in that notebook from 2003.
The bird guy should have been his advisor.
That
right?
was
Pigeon Clan?
Iago or
Pigeon
Yaku
Clan.
or whatever.
Pigeon
The,
Probably
what was the
Pigeon
bird
Clan,
in Lion
Duck
King?
Clan.
The Lion King bird. That was Rowan Atkinson. What was his name?
Zazu.
Zazu.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's it. Thanks, Josh.
yeah.
All right. Everyone, like you said, Dave, wants this blacksmith to make their weapons. I'm like,
That they drew on a piece of paper and were like, this would be cool to fight with. Can you make this? And he's like,
24 hours.
Yeah. I need 3 days.
3 days.
You get to.
2 days, you're dead.
This is-
Bull. He's dead
Dude.
because you're not going to kill him. All the other blacksmiths must suck because everyone comes to him to get their weapons made.
When this coyote guy is like, we want 1,000 of these in 24 hours. I was like, who do you think anywhere is going to make that by hand?
Yeah.
No.
You haven't thought about your manufacturing costs here, sir.
My God.
I mean, China. No, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
But then,
And
Nicole,
I love how the dude.
you did not.
she did.
It took me a second.
She did.
If that's the case, then they're just going to take a bunch of axes from America and put their logos on it. That's
Damn you, Timu. You wrecked everything. This Timu blacksmith.
Jungle Village Timu origin story.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Origins, yeah.
Yeah.
I love how also that our blacksmith here has trained with the monks, has been a part of this culture for a long, long time, but still talks like he's from the north side of
Yes,
Milwaukee.
he is a blacksmith with 2 F's at the end.
When he brings the axe in and they're like, he puts it down, smashes. He's like, if you want it to be like that,
He does. That's the exact line, too. He's like, you won't like this.
yeah. If you want it like this, you can have it in one
There
day.
has to be another blacksmith somewhere.
Yeah.
If you think you can get somebody else, we better axe somebody.
Yeah, when we say blacksmith, that means you're making metal. It doesn't mean that you have to be a black person to do that.
Got it.
He's black. His last name's Smith.
Then Nicole's favorite part of the movie came about when
Actually, his last name is Smith, isn't it?
Yes.
it is.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
He's Blacksmith.
Well,
Yeah.
it gets better because the next guy's last name is Knife. Okay. And guess what he does?
The baddest man alive.
Knives.
Guess what he does? He's a knife guy.
He throws knives.
He's a knife guy.
Yeah. This is where Jack Knife.
Jack
Yeah,
Knife.
that
That's
shows up.
Russell Crowe.
Okay.
Come on.
Right?
How
You-
excited were you
you-
guys when that happened?
You did his entrance a little dirty there. A little reductive.
Well, how is it reductive?
Dude.
He just shows up. Is this the ribbon twirling place?
That's
right.
Shows up smoking a cigar, gives it to a kid.
Gives it
It's
to
like
a kid. I sent him a
Yes.
text that said, did Maximus just give that blunt to a child?
Yep.
Absolutely. That opiate.
Because he absolutely does.
He was pretty stoked about it.
Yeah. The little kid takes a puff of it and, ew, it's
gross.
Don't smoke, kids.
Yeah.
And then he walks in there and meets Big Hippo. I love that part.
Yeah, so Lucy Liu shows up first. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. Bury
No,
that.
yes,
because
no.
I was, another person I was
Because this is our another
thrilled.
big our set location
Yes.
reveal of the Pink Blossom, establishment of Lucy Liu, establishment of Russell Crowe, you know,
Right.
whatever.
Lots
right?
of twirling ribbon girls
twirling
dancing around.
ribbon girls, geishas.
And she's like, welcome.
They were fine geishas.
And
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Russell Crowe says, I'd like a room, some booze with a window, and 3 of your finest ... And I'm like, blankets? What are we talking about here, Russell?
Yep.
3 of your finest what? It's not blankets.
It's not. And
No.
even the ones that are sent over, he says, these are cool, but I want that.
How does he tell which ones he likes?
I think he kiss him?
He sniffs one.
Yep.
Oh, he does.
He does.
It's a weird
just
scene.
not creepy enough.
It's a weird scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And he picks two, and then he wants the one that King Hippo from Punch Out is over
Right.
there making out with.
Yep.
Well, they're trying to establish he's a good guy, so he's saving her.
Oh, saving her. He walks over. He says, "I love this line," and there's not many in the movie I love.
Yeah.
No offense, man. Comma. That first part of the sentence is really important.
No offense.
I'm just trying to save this girl from the most traumatic experience of her life. No offense.
Which would wreck your soul if you were if you're the hippo guy and
Yes.
someone says that to you that was the size of Russell Crowe,
Right.
who is no slender Reed in this movie either.
he's not.
And he's just like, oh God, that would be disgusting if she had to mess with you. But I'm going to take her upstairs and stick a pickle up her nose.
First of all,
That's what I'm into.
First of all, she's just going to have another traumatic experience.
Right. It doesn't
Okay?
get better up in that dude's room at all.
Not after what we find out. Okay. And second, that's one of the most horrible things you can say to somebody.
Yeah.
You can't cancel that out with no offense, man.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's the problem with no offense anyway.
No offense, man.
It's also with like, hey, I don't want to hurt your feelings here.
Gonna say.
But I'm about to hurt your feelings
Exactly.
here.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
I don't want any quarrel with you.
This will be the worst thing that's
Yeah.
ever happened to this woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Is going anywhere with you.
Right.
Oh man.
We play fun games in my room. Okay.
I guess. They're kind of fun.
He gets up because he's like, I've killed 12 men, and he's like, okay, cool. He cuts this bro with his knife gun like a kindergartner cuts outside the lines and a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Hippo wills out this huge sword, cuts the coffee table in half, and goes to get him. And out of nowhere, boom,
Splits
this
him from-
knife gun pizza cutter thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the whole thing. The whole scene is weird. The vibe is weird because Lucy Liu laughs like it's the funniest thing she's ever seen.
Oh, it's just this giant guy bleeding out on my floor.
And her whole, she's like, "You want me to deliver half of him to your room?" And they're saying weird things. She's reacting in a weird way.
Yeah, and this whole time, Russell Crowe is kind of a stoic kind of, oh yes, I'm from the until I split someone from their waist to their chin, and then I start screaming like an absolute maniac, like this is my boomstick, and you will all know who I am.
That was like the best part of the scene and of one of the best parts of the movie. Like you said, he's so trying to be stoic, like, oh, he's the British mercenary from out of town, whatever, blue, blue, blue. And then he friggin' guts a guy.
Yeah.
And then, my name is Mr. Knife. My name is Maximus
Father to a murdered son.
Father to a murdered son. Husband to wrong movie.
Wait, where am I?
But a lot of the things in this movie goes nowhere. It's not a superpower. It's
No,
not
it's
something that he
not.
does
And this
to amp up
wasn't
or anything.
cut.
It's not.
You know, this is part of the 96 that won.
Right. This made it in.
I just love when characters do that. Any movie when characters do that.
Say things on camera.
When they kill someone or beat someone up or do something extremely psychotic after they're trying to be like really like Ben Foster in Alpha Dog when he's trying to be really reserved and then he kicks the out of a bunch of dudes and he's like, my name is Jake Mazursky, and he like
Tony Stark made this in a cave.
I'm Mike Wazowski.
That's right. That's right.
The end of Waiting when he went off on everyone in the
or
party.
the end of Waiting.
Yes.
Now we go back to Zheng Yi, who stops off at the rat village, I guess. I don't know. Everyone's got rats there, where he's ambushed. And this is where we see it's not just his shoulder pads, but bro's got knives coming out of everywhere.
Every single orifice.
I think he was also the bad guy in the first Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
He's also the bad guy in Die Another Day
With all the diamonds in
with
his
all
face.
the diamonds in his
He
face.
was a Bond.
and
He
he
was a
did.
Bond villain.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Was he in Romeo
We
Must
were
Die
beginning
too?
to miss his sparkle.
No.
Right.
Was that
That
Romeo
makes you think
Must Die
about
guy?
all of the
Oh, I never saw Romeo Must Die, so I'm not sure.
No?
movies
No.
with the vampires.
With the sparkly Twilighters?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. The only reason I bring up this fight is that, he kills the dudes with his knives shooting out of he's got armpit knives, everything. But when he runs outside, how long those guys been hanging out in the dirt for?
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
In the dead leaves.
How long?
These guys are in holes that are at least 6 feet deep,
Yep.
and they're covered in dirt, leaves, probably frostbitten.
You guys, is he coming out soon? I have a wicked
I am
cramp.
out of trail mix.
Yeah. My toes are turning black. Is that supposed to happen?
They want us to move very fast when this starts, and I am so tired right now. We've been laying in here for 3 days.
There was just undisturbed earth over the top of them. Do they live in there? Are they waiting for him specifically, or just if anyone comes and screws around, it's their job?
The groundhog clan.
It's the groundhog.
That's what it is.
Now we've got it. Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. They draw him out on these ropes, so they are able to hook ropes on each of his extremities, and like he's going to get drawn and quartered here, basically.
Yeah.
Got him suspended up over the air, and this bro jumps up in the air to stab him instead of just donk, dead.
Right.
9-foot jump in the air, and then sure enough, knife flies out of, I don't know, wherever.
His shoulder,
His nostril.
his freaking deltoid or something.
Then he knifes all 4 of the other guys.
Yeah.
Then the ropes are gone and he's fine because he's X-Blade and his body made an X.
So he
And
was.
that's when he's at his most dangerous.
That's when he's the blade.
when his body's in X form. That's right.
If
His
you
whole
only
body
knew,
becomes a blade.
you just signed your own death warrant. That's the worst thing you could have done. Activate instant kill mode.
Dude.
I just found my greatest
Don't let him
power.
form the X.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
If you
right.
turn me into an X and then jump at me in slow motion, you're in big trouble.
That was the problem. It's because he jumped in slow motion.
Yeah.
Then there are these other cutaways to like the Gemini are escorting the gold now, but the governor doesn't know that the lion is not dead, and that made no
Doesn't know
sense.
that gold lion's not dead.
Yeah, right. And then the lions are out killing hyenas with their giant back scratchers that RZA made for them.
Yeah.
You know, the big bear claws. Within all this that we've already talked about, there was at least 4 different times they had to cut in to show RZA showing up at his girlfriend's house to give her more money.
Here's some more money.
And then they have sex, and then they do that
They don't even do that.
No.
Well, it's implied.
It's implied.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
But-
how many times do we need to see this scene
No,
where they come
and
back
that's-
to him going,
he
here's more
comes
money,
in-
let's get into bed.
This is this is like his first scene of dialogue in the film.
Right.
Where like so far he's just been doing like the voiceover narration. He's been, the brooding blacksmith in the mask, whatever.
I enjoy what he said. The Chinese have a saying: "Dangerous men will meet in our streets." So dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody says that.
Or how about every time he shows up to her place, he's just depressed and just dying.
Dude.
Oh, no.
And
The
this
Chinese have a saying, everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah.
The Chinese have a saying, it's hard out there for a pimp.
Diversify your bonds. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
this drove me crazy too. Is he would just come in and mumble and then leave, and she'd take.
because
the
he
money.
does.
Seeing him.
He pulls his hood down. He's got like his
What does he need a hood
beady.
for?
He's got his beady dead ass eyes that he has in the whole movie. I mean, it's like that's just RZA's eyes. But then he's like, "Can you bring me some golden nectar?" Right.
So tired.
I'm so tired.
from
I need
doing
a
the job I
centipede.
do every day. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he gives her the money, and they even throw in like it tries to sound all like philosophical, and he's just like, another day, another dollar.
As they
I'm
said
like-
in ancient China.
Right?
Ancient
Or
China.
North Milwaukee.
Another day, another dollar.
Or wherever this is, whenever this is.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right?
It's like the definition of anachronism. This movie,
Yes.
if you know that fancy word.
Yes.
Yes.
Things don't belong.
Right,
Speaking of anachronism, Dave Bautista comes out like looking like
Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista.
Drax.
Okay. And he shows up and starts kidnapping children, just walking down.
He
the
throws them so slowly, though.
He does.
It's cute. They just,
He just throws them all away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fly back.
The classic, like all the
Children,
kids
white
run out to the streets. Yeah.
And it turns out he's basically ancient China's Colossus,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
Bronze.
only
bronze
But
body.
he's
as,
brass.
as much as
Brass.
our budget
Brass
will allow.
body, yeah.
Because Colossus will turn into metal for the whole time.
Yeah.
He'll just like when he gets super mad, then he'll be full brass. Otherwise, it's just
He's kind of lazy about it. Wherever you punch him, he just makes it right there.
What about the tattoos? How did he get the tattoos?
well, he had them. They
If
just didn't want to cover.
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Every time
He just comes
gets
out looking
poked,
like him.
It turns.
That
so,
was before he got the powers.
Oh,
You know what?
sorry.
You know what? You just ruined the movie for me.
Oh, sorry.
You're supposed to be defending this movie. This is your favorite movie.
Now this movie doesn't
Man,
make
that's a
any
good
sense.
point.
Yeah, well, basically, Silver Lion wants Dave Bautista to go take out Zen Yi because X-Blade's on his way to come get him. Okay, he's the hired dog. cut back to Russell Crowe's room, and this is where he suggests with his 3 girls that we play a game called Let's Pretend We're Catholic.
Yeah.
And I'll figure out who the heretic is. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
That, are you sure?
Yeah. What else needs to be said?
You don't want to know any about the toys or anything that were
Here's
involved
what I
in
will
this
say.
scene?
What he's holding in his hands?
I don't even want to know what that is.
Or the
La, la, la.
bathtub,
Brass
the little-
eggplant or whatever.
The bathtub.
He says, here's all I want to talk about.
That thing looked medical.
It did. We're still talking about it.
You're
I'm
right.
sorry.
You're right. It was very sterile looking.
Here's the only thing I want to say about this scene. It's minor and it's stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. If that girl, because he wakes him up, wake up, girls, they're asleep. And you're telling me that girl slept with her leg up in that stirrup, it would be asleep.
Yeah.
She would have a sleepy leg.
She would have friggin' peripheral neuropathy for, yeah.
Insane.
This is an important observation.
Okay? Don't sleep with your legs suspended up in the air.
By
Don't let anyone tie you up and then fall asleep.
Yeah.
If we could just take an ergonomic minute here. As far as sleeping positions go, one leg up in the air for
Do we have
more
a pillow sponsor?
I was more concerned about her neuropathy than whatever that brass eggplant thing was he was waving at him. I was
You
like, get
were?
her leg out of this.
You
get,
were?
Get her leg out of this. Yes, it's
The
gotta be
only
painful.
thing I saw in that scene was that shiny ornament of death he was about to use on those poor blossoms.
That
Yeah.
weirdly.
And he has really good, but he can hold his breath a long time too. I
yeah.
kinda skipped
Yeah.
over that.
Yeah. No, the bathtub.
Yeah.
If you saw the movie, you know.
I saw the unrated version, which gave us an extra 12 minutes.
Oh,
of this
cool.
nonsense.
Oh my.
Well, there's probably going to be
Great for
some
you.
things that we don't
Well,
cover.
you don't
But
want
yeah,
to
maybe.
apologize.
Yeah.
But
Thanks. I'm glad. Thanks, Amazon.
I want the 4-hour version.
Zen Yi, as soon as this happens, I knew it was over for Chan. He's like, hey, Chan, take this message to Silver Lion.
No.
Chan's like his little stable boy or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's it for Chan. Chan's a dead man. Sure enough, in the next scene,
Sweet,
he's getting
Chan.
his throat ripped out by Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Yep, it
I'm
was
like,
very
he was-
Roadhouse.
It was
That's
a great
your
scene.
fault.
Come on, it was great.
And he was even.
Okay, but that's X-Blade's fault. I don't even blame Dave for that one.
Yeah.
Like
X-Blade was even mad. He was
like, oh.
Chan's running late. Where's he at? This is so
You
disrespectful.
gave him a message to give to someone that is 100% going to kill him when you deliver it.
Yeah.
It ended up not even being him, but if it had been Silver Lion, he still would have killed him.
Maybe you owed him money.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was personal between Chan and Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Right?
I just want to say, too, that we are having an awesome time crapping on a lot of this,
Yes.
but there is some competent action here. And
Yes.
like
When?
the
Can you tell me when it happens?
dude, there's a lot of good action that happens in the front half of this movie.
Did we already miss it?
Nope.
We're past it yet?
We've done it.
We're
We've
getting
talked
there.
about it.
Did we get to it?
Oh, no, we're not
we
getting
pass it?
there. It only gets
we
worse.
pass it?
But in the beginning, that first fight in the beginning,
Yeah.
and with the Wu-Tang soundtrack and stuff, there's some cool stuff here. Now we can continue with crapping on this because there is some cool stuff, but for the most part, it's
No, you're
junk.
right.
The
No.
Gemini fight, like that's neat, where they've got.
Well, yeah. And
We'll have thoughts about it
So,
at the end,
sure.
I'll tell you. Because I know what you're saying.
I knew they try to hit this guy. So after Dave rips Chan's throat out, X-Blade tries to hit this dude with everything. And I mean every blade.
knife in his body.
I
Yes.
feel like I was in Zelda because it was like, oh, a pot. I need to smash that immediately. Every
So
pot
much
that was
furniture
in,
needless gets destroyed
Yes.
in this movie.
Yep.
It's
Right.
insane.
I don't think Batista has a move other than throw guy into thing.
No. And in a world
Throw guy into thing.
of eight, and again, we don't find out till later. This is supposed to be the 1800s.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Given once we find out Riz's backstory. But at this point, I'm like, I don't even know when this is. But at
The
this
architecture didn't give it away?
point, no, I'm not like a student
bamboo?
of ancient Asian architecture where I could look at a building and go, oh, this must be mid 16th century.
I'm much more of a Frank Lloyd Wright period person. This 18th century structure, I just can't tell what it's
right.
from. They're using cloths for the tops of the pots. Clearly, they didn't have clay
Is
yet.
Drax called Brass Body? That's just like
Brass body.
Yeah, no, his name is Brass Body.
Yeah.
So that's in the credits, literally what he's credited.
Literally everyone's name is just some myopic,
Yeah.
like,
Awesome.
Silver Lion.
deep.
Brass Body.
So my point
Blacksmith.
is before I knew when this was,
Smith.
assuming this is a world that's mostly knives and blades, how is Dave Bautista's character not the leader of the world?
Right.
In that nobody can, wouldn't he be the king
Maybe
of,
he doesn't want that
of the
responsibility.
entire continent?
Yeah.
Right?
No. Yeah. He would be, but he just
Okay.
doesn't want to.
I'd just be
He
like
just wants to
in
relax.
bounty
vegetable
hunter for
garden, eating
hire.
whatever I wanted to eat.
Just hang out.
Not
have
plant
sex with.
anything.
Why would he take orders from anybody? Why would Silver Lion be able to order him around and tell him what to do? You can't hurt him with anything. Like, I don't even know what guns
Glass
are.
kind of sucks. It's pretty soft.
But
So-
every blade they hit him with, he's like, ha ha ha! I laugh in the
not
face
in
of your blade,
this
you
movie.
stupid idiot.
I'm just saying, like,
Real
they
brand.
in
said-
this
It's
universe,
18th century Chinese brass.
in this
okay?
universe, it makes no sense that he would take orders from anyone.
Isn't that kind of
Yeah.
the trope though of
anything.
basically all these like henchmen types?
Yeah,
As to
they're
why-
stronger than the person they're
Like,
taking.
why would a henchman ever take orders from?
I don't know.
You know, like what's his name in Tomorrow Never Dies? Gunther.
Yeah.
Whatever. Why would he ever work for
And you know
Elliot
what? You're
Carver?
right. How did they tattoo him? With
was his point.
if blades and needles,
That was Josh's point.
Josh.
Yep.
If blades and needles can't penetrate his skin, WTF?
Because
He
they use
learned
bone
about the
and
chi
sticks.
afterwards.
Maybe
okay?
it's consent.
That's what we're going with.
Yeah,
Maybe he's like, cool. Then it like
I'll let you into my epidermis.
turns into regular.
I like that.
That's you know how RZA would say that. I'll let you into my epidermis.
My epidermal.
Well,
my
instead what they
epidermis.
do is they pull a roof down on top of Dave, and then RZA saves Zen Yi
Somehow.
somehow. They don't even show it happening. They just see him dumping him in a bed in his girlfriend's brothel
He's
room.
the man with the plot armor.
right.
Dude, you legit hear like the commotion outside, and RZA just like rises from the bed of Lady Silk,
Okay.
and that's it.
How did RZA know that this dude was worth saving? How did he know I should save this dude? Why?
no idea.
Because he's got cool spike shirt.
Yeah.
I'll just pull him through this window.
Didn't he make his spike suit?
The second one,
He didn't make the first one.
I don't think so.
I just assumed he
Maybe.
made every cool weapon that they all came to
Okay,
him for those.
but X-Blade wasn't
but
from
it's
the.
not made clear.
It's
Yeah.
true, but X-Blade is not from Jungle Village. He's from Mountain.
Tattoo Town.
He's from Mountain Village. With yes, Mountain Village, which is right by Tattoo Town, because obviously him and
I
Chi Chi and Choo Choo were getting tattoos.
care.
You know, dude, for real. And like this is the problem with this movie is like who gives a shit is what it should have been called. And we're going through this synopsis here, James, and I don't know what we're talking about anymore. This movie's unbelievable.
No, dude.
Also, how did he drag him up 3 floors into the window?
It doesn't
It
matter
doesn't.
because these are the ramblings of a crazy person.
Speaking, I feel like a crazy person saying this next thing. The Gemini Yin Yang twins show up at the next scene.
It's the best writing ever. I can't wait to taste your Cantonese braised ribs.
Yes. ...
Spicy.
Spicy.
How are they?
Not cut.
There's so
How
many
are they?
lines like that. There's so many
Spicy.
that I had to stop writing them down because I'm like, because some of the line readings were so bad I wanted to reenact them, but then I was like, I'll just be doing the whole movie.
That would be 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, the writing
Yes.
in some scenes.
Was writing stuff down for a while too. And I was
Lucy Liu, like, what was that one line towards the end where she said something about your jewels?
She says, "Oh yeah," because she's talking about something with the right before the final scene.
She's like, protect your
So
jewels.
Russell Crowe says, "What if I cut up your girls?" And then she grabs
Oh,
him
yeah.
and says, "If you damage my girls, I'll damage your boys."
Yes,
That's another
That's
line.
another stupid.
That's
There's one
another
at the
line.
end- towards the end too, where she's
Yes.
talking about jewels.
Yes.
and it was clear that a 13-year-old wrote the line.
I mean,
Nope,
or
it was RZA because it's his book
It
when
was-
he was a teenager,
Yeah.
and he was like, you know, it'd be funny if he said something about his nuts.
Speaking of funny, he also said earlier in the movie, when it comes to money, things get funny.
See?
Oh,
This-
yes.
that's a bar.
Yes.
That's a bar right there.
Yes, that was
Mic
right at the
drop.
beginning
Yes, it
after
was.
after Gold Lion after Gold Lion gets killed.
Yep.
and he's the whole exposition about the gold.
It was the bad.
When it comes to money, things get funny.
There it is.
It's so out of time period that he might as well at some point dropped his cloak and said, "Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to f with."
Yep.
Literally in the middle
And
of
I
the
would
fight.
have been like,
Right.
yeah.
Yes,
Right?
That's ex-
Get old dirty bastard. Get
Right.
all of them out there, and
Yep.
let's start.
Yeah,
fighting
sure.
For real.
You might be right, but you know what, James? Neither is A Knight's Tale.
But that was
No,
that
that's-
announced. But that announced itself at the beginning, and it was done purposefully, tongue in cheek, satirically.
And that movie makes sense.
Yes.
This movie should have ended with somebody walking through a flap door, and then you see the whole circus tent,
Yeah.
and them start going, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to because this movie is ridiculous.
Yes. So the Geminis get there. They get their braised ribs at the Dragon Inn. They clear out the whole. We made sure it was empty. Well, it's not empty for 4 seconds because the Lion Clan rolls in.
The Lion King, you almost said.
I did. He is the Lion King.
Here.
He's the king of the Lion Clan.
Rafiki walks through, checks it all
Let's
out.
just call him Simba because he is the Lion King.
Yep.
I'm with it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
All right. Simba comes in with Nala and the whole gang.
Oh God, that's fantastic.
And
Rafiki
this-
comes
oh.
in as remember.
Here's another RZA line. Okay. Here's another RZA line. Silver Lion says, because basically he's telling the Gemini we want the gold, right? And this is what he says to him. We don't want your journey to end here. Of course, I mean your life journey.
Yeah. Okay, get it? You get it?
Yeah.
If only.
So
But he
deep.
played it good. God, he's sarcastic. He's fun.
Josh, you're adorable. I love that you love this.
He calls his sister a pussycat, and them's fighting words in Jungle Village. And so Gemini boy picks her. Is it her sister or his wife? I don't know. But she's got an ass gun, and he just wields her like a weapon.
Yes.
I
she
wrote
has
down 7 letters. BUTTGUN.
You literally wrote that down.
I couldn't believe it.
Butt gun.
She literally grabbed her, wielded her like a weapon, and fired her ass.
That's the thing. It's not her butt gun because that might be something she would use. I guess this is for her brother,
It's
right?
his butt gun.
Yeah, it's like, I can't reach it. Can you just throw me over your shoulder and shoot this out of my butthole? It is almost straight out of her butthole.
So beautiful.
It's like Gemini. It's just like the constellation, right?
As butt guns go, it wasn't bad. Yeah.
Yes.
That is what they do at one point because they do the inversion,
Yeah.
which is the literally the inverted
Oh, can we
faces.
talk about the
Yeah.
Gemini stance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone,
goes,
when she drops it down upside down and lands on top of him, and everybody in the room goes, the Gemini stance.
And I just
Yes.
saw that on America's Got Talent, and they got a golden buzzer. It was amazing.
We're like looking around, and everyone's like, oh no.
We're all screwed now,
Screwed.
unless the lion.
And all he does is whip her around like Neo in The Matrix, where he's just kicking Agent Smiths in the face.
And I remember
Yeah.
going, is the anti-gravity wire work supposed to make us laugh? Or are we
Yes.
supposed to be amazed? Or are we,
I think we're supposed to be amazed.
How do
The
I-
movie seems like it wants you to be amazed. It doesn't seem like this is tongue in cheek.
No.
It's not.
And if it had been, then it's incredible.
Which was the whole genre.
But,
the thing that
but
they
I was just
love
gonna
so
say
much.
because it is the genre. Like the '70s martial arts kung fu movies all look like this.
Well, they were in on the joke though. I felt like this is he's being serious about this.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying. It's like he's trying to do the Grindhouse treatment that Robert Rodriguez and Tarantino did to Grindhouse.
Oh, and bless Tarantino's heart for letting them put his name
Yeah.
on this
at
movie.
the very beginning?
he
Huge.
championed the movie.
He had nothing to do with it.
He had nothing to do with it creatively.
but he let them use his name as a favor. Like, hey, if it'll help you guys, say Tarantino
you want to know?
presents.
You want to know another little fun fact?
because they're his friends.
Tarantino and RZA talked about doing a Django Iron Fist crossover.
Yes, they did.
What is going on?
I'd rather I'd be sandblasted
the
up
same time
my
period.
butt gun than watch that
Yes.
at all.
That Django and Man with the and they both came out in 2012, and then they talked about how that they were going to do a crossover, and the films were going
Django
to be
came out
in
at the same time as this?
Django came out in December of 2012.
Oh.
And yeah, this came out in what, November?
Yeah.
October 2012? Yeah.
There
And
was
they
a
would
lot
meet
of
up together.
drug use,
Yes.
probably.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
RZA
How?
and Tarantino would meet up
It
together.
was the winter of Tarantino, I guess, that year. Oof.
Trash.
Man, oh man.
But anyway,
Good.
Anyway, the Gemini stance doesn't really do a whole lot. And the silver
Anybody have that Buffalo stance on their head now?
silver lion and bronze lion are there, and they're kicking ass. And then they whip out the yin and yang swords.
Yep.
That when they put them together, they form
They're
the
cool.
thing.
Voltron.
Yeah, I know, right?
yeah, those were kind of cool, right, guys?
But every time they try every time they're like, oh, they're trying to do something cool here, it never quite
No.
paid off.
Because there's too much stuff.
Yes. Poison Dagger shows up and mercifully ends the fight by darting her and everyone.
Yeah,
And-
the ultimate problem solver that is
Right.
Poison Dart Frog or whatever his name was. That
Leans
just
in the
comes in and
window.
goes, where is he shooting this from?
Yeah.
There's not like the windows are that hard to see through. You could have seen the silhouette of him like,
right.
How about them?
See the silhouette.
Their bodies lie in repose in the yin and yang symbols
cute?
on the ground.
Also in
sad
or
music hits.
the Gemini face
the Gemini,
pose or whatever
that is.
because it's whatever. You know what? Basically, anything that's inverted is Gemini. We'll just say that.
My belly button.
I was
is
going to
Gemini?
say that about belly buttons. And I thought it was too weird. And I love that.
Then we get the only time in the movie I actually really liked RZA's voiceover is after the Lions get the gold here. He says, the governor sent the Jackals with a Gatling gun to burn the city to the ground if even one piece of gold
He does.
is missing.
And all
They got more
enough
bullets than all the rice in China or whatever.
That's right. And then Zen Yi wakes up after however many days he's been asleep and says, I need a new suit of knives. And RZA's acting is fist flex.
It is. He says in his stupid thing, this is the last weapon I'll ever make in my life. Unless something happens to me. Then I'll make another one. But for anyone else,
Does he have this like unlimited iron or whatever it's made of? I guess.
unknown. I think
His
that's
unlimited supply of metal.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
ingots.
Jack Knife, he takes a break from his party games.
Straight face. I don't know how you're doing this.
He follows RZA from the blacksmith shop, and he gets abducted by Brass Body. And through all that's about to happen to RZA here, Jack does nothing to stop it from happening.
No.
It's not his place, and he is high on opium.
He is. Brass Body, they beat him up. They want to know where Zen Yi is. They spit on him. They're like, we want you to join us. You can just make weapons for us. The Silver Lion shows up. And this is when you know when RZA's screwed because all the bad guys are there. And you're like, well, he's not going to get, it's too early in the movie for RZA to kill all of the bad guys.
And another clue, we haven't seen any Iron Fists yet.
Oh, yeah.
In this movie called The Man with the Iron Fist.
Wow.
The way the movie's
45
going
minutes in.
Yeah.
doesn't mean the title was going to mean anything.
That's so true.
You're absolutely
Honestly, if we'd gotten to the end and there had never been one, I would have said, no, that checks
All right.
out.
right. Yep, that's fine. I guess we're the guys with the Iron Fists.
It was
for
us all
sitting
along.
through this.
All of us going, why?
Yeah. They chop his damn arms off.
Yeah.
Batista does.
Looks good.
It looks great.
Yeah.
And it was unexpected, which I always appreciate being surprised in movies. Because this is the scene. This is the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves scene. This is they're going to chop his arm, but Jack's going to do something.
Right.
Or they're going to chop his arm off and he's going to pull his arm in like Kevin Costner did. Or something. It's honestly usually a trope. But this time they actually just cut his damn arms off.
Clean. Same part of both arms.
Yes.
Exact same spot.
Exact same spot.
Because you got to take away his tools.
That
heated
sword was a heated sword.
Yeah, dude.
That only
I mean,
brass
The
bullet.
wrists would have been fine.
Sure.
But, okay.
Here's what I don't get, and tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but I feel like when he had his nubs and when they cut it off, that it was above the elbow.
Looked like it.
It sure did.
And
Then once he's got his iron fists on, he's got elbows again.
yeah. You know what?
Are you
that's
a
just
doctor,
the camera.
James? Are you a doctor?
Not a doctor.
Because maybe
camera
elbows
playing
have
tricks on you.
regenerative
Do you know where
properties.
someone's weenus starts and ends?
I guess not. No.
That's a quote I can see being in this movie. Does anyone?
Does he have artificial weenuses?
He can make them.
I don't know.
He can make anything out of
And
Russell
is it
Crowe's
ween
hands.
eye? I don't know.
Seem to be some
Ween eye.
irregularities, some inconsistencies with the site of his incision.
You're right. That was the most inconsistent thing about the movie.
It really was. It took me right out of it.
And this sword is heated to lava hot, right? So my thought was this got cauterized.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That
was
was-
then the next.
really
This
dumb.
is now the next scene.
I think Jack just wanted to do it.
Jack's like, we have to cauterize her wounds. They are already. Like,
He's on opium.
no.
He's like,
Hey
let's do
fam.
it.
Hey fam, they're already cauterized.
What's this part? What's this blacksmith thing for?
not good enough.
I don't
though.
know.
I think we should just do it again, just to be sure.
You haven't screamed enough. Like
We're
a
gonna
weirdo.
play a game called "Let's Pretend You're a Pancake and This is a Hot Griddle."
And you have to pat it on the top when you're done.
That's right. Of course.
Yeah, this his screams were so girly too. They shouldn't have let him do it because he. I mean, you want it to be a more affected, manly, like, but this was like, wee.
You're not saying that he no-sells all the pain that he experiences in this entire
Not
10-minute
that
sequence, right?
When he's getting his arm cut off.
Even when he's getting his arm cut off,
Yeah, it's
and
too
he
much,
just
wasn't
goes like, ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on.
And then they let him lay there, and they're like, well, since you're out of arms, how about we get your backstory right now? Since all you can do
And
is-
this is where the brakes get slammed on in this movie. Like, where you were mildly bored for the first hour of this is where it just goes, go get your popcorn, because this is going to be about 20 minutes of who gives a crap.
because we're gonna do a black and white flashback.
So,
Yeah.
Nicole, can you give me the 30-second summation of his entire backstory like you were explaining it to a kindergartner?
He grew up in an enslaved boy, and things weren't good. And then somehow he eventually sneaked somewhere and learned the trade of blacksmithization. And then he took a boat somehow from colonial America to China.
Why?
The map is confusing to me about how that occurred.
Right, because it would have been the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, he would have had to go a really long way.
Super
I didn't even
far.
think of that.
Yeah.
It would have been like
As a
Georgia.
kindergartner, I'm still confused.
Did you see the
But I don't
boat's
think
name
that's
is
your fault.
Destiny?
Is it?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
boat's
the
name is
boat's
Destiny.
name is
yeah.
Destiny. Wow.
Does that make him Destiny's child then?
Say my name, say my name.
When no one is around, do a cut off.
I love when this old dude.
SZA playing K.
Yeah.
Or SSA. I don't know. How do you say his
sure.
name? SZA?
And RZA, while he's in this
RZA.
Chinese temple, gives
RZA.
himself the most aggressive haircut I've ever seen. Dude,
Yeah.
And
Tell
the, and the
me.
monks
just
are like,
takes that razor and goes,
and the monks are like, bro, we would have cut it for you.
The monks
Oh,
are
shit, he's
literally.
killing himself.
Yeah.
That's great.
They're like, we literally have a guy that does this.
dude, you're supposed to put shaving cream on your head first. What are you doing? That's a knife for steak.
Right, you get your robe, then we cut your hair.
Right.
Did somebody not tell
Sharp
you?
Objects.
Oh my
Man.
gosh.
It was
Didn't know,
violent.
man. That was rough. Bro's a Buddhist monk now. He tells Jack after he finally comes out of his flashback, I need your help to forge my greatest weapon ever. You said you weren't going to make any more weapons.
You said no, and you said that X-Blade's suit of Power Ranger knives is
right.
the greatest weapon you'll ever make.
The greatest, he goes, help me make my greatest weapon. And I'm not kidding when I 100% thought it was going to be a Glock. Like,
That would have been great. That would have been
I
fantastic.
thought that's what was going to happen. And he was going to make a
He
gun.
would have become the man with the Tech 9 arms and
Glock.
just walked into a room and sprayed everyone
Or he just
and
used
walked
his
out.
nubs and shot the gun somehow.
Just
Fine.
did that. I just didn't know what to expect. And I should have from the title. But he just makes these two giant hammer fists, basically.
But
Yeah,
he-
they're
he
basically the Hulk
somehow-
gloves.
Yes, but they.
Out of,
this is why they had to do the 5-10 minute Buddhist monk backstory, so they can understand how he can control his chi.
Because now here's the
And
that's
the chi controls inanimate objects.
the whole point of the backstory in that
Right.
sense of the Buddhist monks teach him.
And he somehow has
Chi
a dragon on
control.
his back now. too.
Yeah, and this all
Oh,
of
does he?
this.
Yeah.
He has
it
a
comes
what?
when he's forging for the first time.
Oh, you're
all of a
right.
sudden A dragon comes
You're
out
right.
to his back.
right.
Oh, that would explain Dave Bautista's tattoo.
Yes. And then after he
Because
after he
he's
finishes
also a
these
master
fists,
chi as well.
and after he finishes these fists, I literally sat there and went, "Well, I suppose I should have seen that coming."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's on me. That's
And
on me.
all of
All
this
right, then.
lore came from the clan of bullshit.
Well, it's weird that this movie is 90 minutes long and we're at the 60-minute mark and we finally.
never in my life has 90 minutes felt like 4 hours.
Bro.
Real preach on it,
Okay,
James.
serious.
You're not sorry. Don't say sorry. You knew what you were doing.
Zen Yi is healed. He's like, no, I'm good to go, man. Lions are chilling over at Lady Blossom, Madam Blossoms, whatever
Pink Blossom.
Pink Blossom.
Madame.
The place
Wherever
is
her
called
place
Pink Blossom.
Is that okay? Cool. And this, they're all sitting around, after they eat, and she's like, dessert. And the way they unlock this is super weird. Okay,
That key
right?
didn't need to be that big.
They're all sitting around that table. Do you remember this? There's that like reclining like lady statue there, and Lucy Luce
Come on,
goes
again.
over and says, "Would you like some dessert?" And then I'm like, the way they serve dessert here is super weird because she takes the key and just goes, click.
Is there ice cream in there? Why would you keep it in there?
what is happening?
Well,
Because until I realized she's trying to show them, oh, I have this vault you can keep your gold in. I literally thought that this is some kind of. I'm like horrified by what is she about to serve these.
Let me
guys.
unlock our
And
asshole
the way
cake.
it's You're my asshole cake. Exactly. I'm like, this is going to be terrible. Just judging on what I've seen so far in this movie. If the dessert is unlocked with the freaking crotch key in this reclining lady statue.
Yeah, Jack
you
Knife
know it.
runs in and
I
goes,
was like,
hey,
no thanks, I'm good. I don't want to need
And that's right
dessert.
by the dining room table all the time.
Right.
It's just laying there.
But then the doors just open, and I'm like, oh, thank God.
you
It's,
could have put the lock anywhere in the room. And I guess, okay.
But he was 13 when he wrote
Right.
this.
Well, no, I'm talking about Lady Underpants or whatever her
Blossom.
name is. Lady Blossom.
Madam
Could have
Blossom.
put that, Madam. Madam, hide the lock, I guess.
Yeah.
Because she could have just put it on her back. But she's like, you know, it'd be funny for my whorehouse is if I put the lock in this lady's
How much
bum
fun
bum.
must the props people have had just making that happen?
Especially constructing it.
yeah.
It just became clear to me.
You
They
call-
did have the lock in a different place, and RZA walked in and said, "That's nonsense. You put that key in that lady's butt, or I'm not making this movie."
Right. And then the phone call to the prop department, like some second AD had to call them down there.
Right.
Like, look, you're going to think this is dumb.
So,
RZA wants the key.
Where's your wife for it? That's not gonna be special. Spend $2,000.
Are we sure we can keep the R rating with this?
Oh, I do owe him money. Never mind, do it.
How am I supposed to make a key look like that? Have you ever seen a butthole? It doesn't look anything like a key.
She basically says 3% of your gold, you can use my vault. It's covered in traps, so you guys will be super safe. They're like, all right, deal. Meanwhile, the three guys are planning. It's RZA, Jackknife, and X-Blade.
yep.
The new tag team champions.
The funniest thing that's happened in the movie so far is just saying the team. Good gravy.
They have until dawn because that's when the jackals are going to get there. And
What are we even talking about right now?
I'm trying to get through it. This little kid runs into their meeting room and says, I know the secret way in to get you guys in there. And the jackals apparently aren't till dawn. They're already there. They're watching through their own telescopes and they're like, we ain't waiting for dawn. This is let's go right now.
That was one of my favorite parts. Is
Yeah.
where the general was standing on the cliff like, we're going early. Why are we going early? Because they got a really cool hooker house over there.
That's right. It's the best one.
Yeah.
The whole-
The best, yes.
Why are you gonna
This
wait
is
till
also
morning?
the only shot in the movie that actually looks like it was composed by a real cinematographer.
Yes.
Which made it completely out of place.
See, there's a point for the movie.
it was nice. It
That's
looked pretty.
exactly what I thought. I was like, wow, the blues on that are really suffused. And this is the only time where there's actually like
Whoa.
a mise en scene going on.
Right.
Are you French all of a
I
sudden?
knew you
What
were about to
happened?
drop
Those
that.
are real.
Did you say perfused?
Suffused.
Suffused.
Yeah.
He's so fancy.
The
Ryan.
cyan palette on this particular shot
you-
is quite suffused.
Do you play fancy football?
Thank you. I was waiting. I was gonna ask. 2 years. I thought it was called that.
It cuts into the bathhouse so that Lucy Liu can give her Newt Rockney speech to her hookers
Yep.
in the
Dude,
bathtub.
all these hookers in these baths.
This
They
guy's
were having the best time.
They were though.
What a great time.
Can you imagine after a long day of work?
Yep.
And you all just get to go hang out with each other
Get
in
in
the
the
bath?
water and sizzle.
should we all just sizzle in the bath together?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
But
All right.
imagine what
like-
they're covered in.
Hey,
I don't want to.
You need a bath.
No. Thank
just
you.
looking at each other like, how much did you make today?
Russell Crowe's drool.
Were any of you on? Well, I know you weren't with us yet, but Dead or Alive
Yeah.
movie? You were
Yeah,
on that?
I wasn't on it, but I've seen it.
This to me is the horniest movie without nudity in it since we covered Dead or Alive.
Dude, that's the other thing. This is an R-rated movie that literally says strong sexuality in the rating.
Right.
And there were no titties.
It's
There
all
wasn't
implied.
It's all implied.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like. Are you trying to make? That's why I was so confused. Are you trying to make a PG-13 movie? Because you shoot it like it's a PG-13 movie, but then it gets the R rating anyway. So then why didn't you just
Because they had to keep all that Russell Crowe nonsense.
I was
in.
getting, yes, I mean when
Probably
you have
was in the 200 minutes that did.
There's not too much.
that's
to
what it
imply
was.
there.
You're right.
In the 5-hour Snyder cut of
in the
this.
240 minute cut, there's more boobs.
Can we just
yeah,
say
they're
how
all-
Lady Silk does not care that the blacksmith has disappeared?
No, she doesn't.
Like she's
she doesn't
chilling
care.
in that bathtub, smoking away, and it's like,
Yeah.
he's gone.
My
It's
boyfriend's
fine.
gone, but I got all his
the
money
His
anyway.
money's in the chest.
You could tell which one was Lady Silk.
Yeah, it was Jamie Chung.
I think she
I
was
had no
in Dead
idea.
or Alive too.
Was she?
She's no, she's not.
She's not.
don't know.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
He's
Why am
an
I saying that?
I couldn't
encyclopedia.
have cared less about their relationship.
No.
Yeah.
If I were supposed to, they did not
No, they don't care.
make me care at all.
No.
Lucy Lou's basically like, we're going to defeat them with sex. And
Everybody get ready for your mouth knives. Hand them out now.
get it light.
Mouth knives.
Here's your snake. Here's your snake tongue.
Here's your snake tongue
Here's your
knife.
snake tongue. Here's your snake tongue.
Can you imagine going like the guys they had to seduce when they walked up and they were like,
Yeah. What are you
because they
trying?
were this big.
What are you trying to say?
That they had a big chunk.
No,
of
I mean I'm
metal
the
in them.
guy going. What are you trying to
Oh.
say? We'll just say it. Where do we want to go?
I don't trust you.
Up. You just saying thumbs up. Things are good. We're gonna eat. We're gonna make donut holes in the kitchen. Just say it. What are we doing? Whatever. Just follow me. Let's go have sex. It had to have been. None of them could have spoken a word.
There's Choo Choo.
Choo choo. Yeah.
Seriously. Dave Bautista takes Miss Silk. This scene.
By force.
There's the old John Wick 4 overhead camera shot, pan over multiple
Okay.
rooms.
Dope.
John Wick 4.
Yeah. That's
was
what I
awesome.
thought of immediately when I saw this.
Shush.
And just, I apologize in advance, just the most dry humping I've seen in a movie in a long time.
Yeah.
Okay? That's literally what it
It's
was.
quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
We really have. So what we basically
A fully
have,
clothed,
right?
grinding.
Because this is our intro to the third act, right? We're established the pink blossom. The camera kind of zooms in
There's
from
no
above.
axe.
Yes.
There's no axe.
This is the final act.
One axe.
Super cool axes that he made in the beginning.
Yeah.
I said that it tried to do a third act, but yes, you have like the bird's eye camera panning over all these sex rooms. Is what it is. You have the bed with the shackles
They all
on
look
it,
good.
the blue velvet
Oh,
bed.
they look great,
The
but-
yellow bed. It does. No, it's a good shot. Once again, it's a good shot.
It's
Eli
not,
did
that's
that.
not, but it's not sex. It's like
No.
we're bouncing on a bed together like
Yeah.
we're on TBS.
It is. It's very.
Okay.
It's back to the PG-13. Like this is a hard R-rated movie, but this is a very
This is
PG-13.
USA
like,
up all night.
Yeah.
This is not
This is
cinematic.
what sex
All
was
night.
to me in
It's
middle
not even-
school. That's
right.
how you did it.
This is not even late night HBO sex.
No.
No.
The girls all
sex and shitty.
the girls, as you said, all have these tongue stingers, and they just start just nailing
Lucy Lou
these dudes
starts
in the neck.
clapping some,
Yes.
whatever blocks together.
Which not only proves that they weren't speaking, but there also was no kissing either. Right?
Exactly.
Which
There's also
tracks.
no,
Right.
you know what?
Right.
I mean, I'm not paying for that.
No. That's a good point. And she's like, yeah, I could, but you're not going to like it.
Listen, I would if you could just go down to me, that'd be great.
I already gave you 10 yen, so
That's right.
I mean,
10 yen is like
10 yen.
10 yen is like a dime. It's like 10 cents.
Unless they're all part of the Pigeon Clan and they vomit up those weapons.
That's what it
Okay.
would be.
Oh,
There
wait,
you
they
go.
David Blaine it where they store it in their stomach and then
Yes.
regurgitate
Yes.
it later when they
That is what happened.
Isn't that sexy?
Oh, man.
Well, that is
She got a water spout? Oh no!
Oh, man.
I'm fine. We can go back to spooning now. No, I want to be the big spoon. Don't ask why.
What are you doing over there?
Can you hand me that yellow bowl? Everybody had a puke yellow bowl.
Oh my gosh. Then as she starts walking, Lucy Lou and clapping her thing, the girls start coming out of the ceiling.
This part's cool.
Were those other girls?
Part's
Hold
cool.
on.
It's pretty cool.
guys.
Were those other girls that were just hanging out on the ceiling, or are these the girls
It's the same girls. They just went and got their
were
superhero
just they
outfits.
just went and
So-
got their super, but they came out of the roof?
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out too. Because then they're like saying, because then isn't there a line too by some of the other one of the guys is like the Black Widows are here,
Widows
Yeah.
are here.
and it's like well,
They are the Black
who-
Widows.
Who the hell's the Black Widow clan?
Turns out the hookers are their own clan of warriors.
no,
With razor ribbons and stuff like that. It's kind of
Ribbon dancer.
yeah.
Dave is his skin is too tough for the stinger to totally penetrate and go through.
Yes,
It somehow he's asleep.
It's like stuck in there.
somehow knows that you're in trouble, and then it
The skin?
turns brass just that little spot.
Yeah.
and then he wakes up and goes, "Time to throw you around the room."
And then he gorilla press slams her into the mirror.
Yes,
Like
he does
straight
a
up
lot.
over
Yeah,
her
right.
his head. Just bam. And then Black Widow girls start chopping heads off with their robes. Lucy Liu kicks a dude's head off.
yeah.
The best part of the movie to me is when Lucy Liu starts kicking ass.
Yeah.
Because
Is
I'm
it-
like, oh look, someone that can actually do it and make it look fantastic.
Kill
and-
Bill.
And,
That's it.
like she looked great. All those
I'm
parts
sure
of
where
her
she
did.
was
Think so?
coached from.
It was
anyway.
fine.
I thought so.
I dug this.
Oh, I'm glad you
katana
think so.
action. Yeah.
Yeah, her specifically.
That fan that she has from
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat?
She sells
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
100% believable. She
Really?
sells it. Yes.
Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed
what's
it,
your
James.
French word for
I'm
this,
really glad
Ryan?
that you enjoyed it
Well, explain to me why I'm wrong then.
because she sucked at everything in this movie.
She didn't suck at everything in this movie.
Oh, my
First of all, she had
That
to
was
say
her job.
she had to say stupid lines like you hurt
you
my
go.
girls, I'll
Like,
hurt
oh,
your
God.
boys.
Everyone had to say stupid lines.
Yes, but then when it
Literally
got
everyone
time
had to say stupid
fight,
lines.
When it got time to fight, I bought what she was serving.
Yeah.
Fighting Kung Lee?
Yeah, whoever that is,
Yeah,
that's a
she was-
person.
That's Bronze.
Bronze. Yeah, she had to fight Bronze
He's an,
Lion.
he's an MMA
Yes.
fighter. I'm sorry.
No, totally. I was like, yeah,
Yep.
when she fought that guy.
See, that's how awesome this movie is he can say someone that's in it, and we all just go, "What?"
Sure.
Yeah.
That guy. He
Yeah, that
probably
guy.
is great. Yeah.
Here's another time I got real scared. The kid takes Zen Yi and Jack to the vault, and I was like, please don't have this kid open the door. She had the key. She went over to the statue, and I was like, no,
don't do it.
Please don't
Please
have
don't.
that. I don't want the child to
That's
get
naughty touch. That's naughty touch.
Thankfully, the door opened because someone was happening to come out of
Yes.
the vault, and I was like, oh, thank God.
Same here. I was, please no, please.
Please don't
Yeah.
do this. And then, of course, it's down into the vault, right? And
Is this where the blonde man with amazing eyebrows? Or
coming up soon, yeah. So it's fight time. Zen Yi kills all of these dudes that come out of the vault before they hit the ground, and Jack kills one guy with his knife gun.
Yep.
I always bring a knife to a
a gun.
knife fight.
Gun
I always
to
bring a
Whatever
gun
it is.
to a knife fight.
Whatever the
Because it
dumb,
turns out
stupid
there's
line
a
is.
singular bullet in his
Knife gun?
gun pizza slicer thing. Yes.
Yes.
Stupid idiot.
RZA, who still hasn't done a damn thing with his new giant fist.
He smashed a whole anvil with him, James.
He did to show at the beginning.
Right.
Silk dies in his arms.
Oh no.
No reaction.
No. Not
No.
from her. He just goes, that's disappointing. And I feel like I should get in a fight for this.
You know what's funny that you just say that, and now I'm even thinking to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, Lady Silk died?
Yeah, she got the thing.
Don't even have a recollection of this
he
moment.
threw because see what happened. They were fighting, and then
It was cut.
She was fighting the bronze wig.
It
and
doesn't
then,
matter.
And then shut up. This lore is super important. And then he threw it at her chest, and then he said, "Nuh-uh." When she turned around to save the kid, and then
Wrong person.
I mean, so there's the salamander clan that came in, and then
Yeah.
they were all had blades with slide whistles, and then I don't care. This movie's awesome.
No, and this part it really showed the discrepancy between those who could and those who could not, Ryan.
Yes, it
because
does.
at this point it intercuts between Lucy Liu, a goddess, poetry in motion, and RZA, who is fighting, and nothing he does is believable.
No.
Not a single.
But he did that
thing.
This.
Yes.
He does this. Like
This
he's
is-
got. You know what else did this?
And it's supposed to be
Those
him like
Hulk hands.
"Brr,"
He did
throwing
this.
guys.
Yeah.
And,
then
to cut between those two really makes him
Yeah.
look really
It
bad.
Yeah.
cuts
Yeah.
through everything.
Now, we could say that maybe it's because his upper arms aren't used to holding 5 billion pounds of iron instead of just like small arms.
The prop guys actually made it out of heavy ass iron. That would
Yeah,
be
sure.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
What's the matter? You can't wield your iron fist?
wield your iron
put my arms down.
I can't put my arm.
You wanted this.
You wanted to be the man with the iron fist.
There you go.
You should have said, I want to be the man with the feather fist.
Right?
Foam fists, whatever.
Be careful what you wish for.
It was I read something about that because it was made out of like foam and glued on sandpaper
Yeah.
or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And that was like
That's crazy. 'Cause
Batista.
It looks so real.
Looks great.
Yeah, because
Sound effects do a lot of help.
Batista ended up with like injuries to his skin from doing the fight scenes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Lucy Liu is able to kill Bronze Lion, or whoever Josh said his name was.
it is. It's Bronze Lion.
And
Bronze
then
Lion.
she gets killed saving a kid by getting her own fan thrown into her back by a dying Bronze Lion.
Yes.
So they kill each other.
Because
That's
the
what I
bear
was trying to
claw.
explain before.
Because the bear claws flying through the air.
Right.
At a child.
Not the pastry.
no.
Okay, go ahead.
Not the yellow jelly bear
Oh,
claw.
but if it is a pastry, that scene still would have made
As much sense.
Yeah.
And this happens in a lot of movies, so we can hit the trope button if you want.
Yes, I do.
But what about the person that is standing there just screaming at the obvious death flying towards them? Take
No.
one step left or right, and you're fine.
The Austin Powers.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
yeah.
Right.
Right. 100%.
It was a bad year. 2012 was a bad year for that.
But thank God this set up the one-on-one. What was the other one they did that in?
Charlize Theron running from a spaceship in Prometheus.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Go to the left.
Just go to the left,
Screaming in the theater.
Just lean. Just lean.
God.
We got to do that movie at some point. Does
it qualify?
At least it gets to this point where the one-on-ones are set up now, okay? And we get Jack versus Poison Dagger. We get Zen Yi versus Ryu, and we're going to have Brass Body versus RZA. They've set up all three one-on-one bouts at this point.
Brass body versus yeah. Well, and
So-
even Lucy Liu and Bronze Lion was a one-on-one.
But that's over by the time
Yeah,
these start,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
And Lucy Liu isn't part of the core three.
I wish she was, because she looked better than all of these guys. No offense to my guy Brian Mann, who was really giving it his all in this stupid
He's having
part.
fun.
Okay,
He's having fun.
He had
but-
some awesome eyebrows.
yeah. Oh my gosh,
They went from his. They went
And
all
he's
the
combed it
constantly like
into his
licking
hair.
them with his little finger knife thingy.
Yeah.
Now the mirror maze made me ill.
I
Did it?
wrote, I said, who is moving the mirrors? Like how?
I don't know.
I don't
You know
get
he
it.
ripped that off from Enter the Dragon.
yeah.
Totally ripped that
Yeah.
off.
Here's every time it's one of these scenes, I'm like, just break them all. Just break all the mirrors.
Yep.
Break
I
all the
guess-
mirrors. I can't use mirrors anymore. They're broken.
Yeah, and
know, the
Conan the
problem-
Destroyer, that's how you're supposed to win.
Yeah. Right.
So he should have just done that. But no, he just stands there and takes it in the ass that whole time that he's in that mirror maze.
I guess it's just because he didn't have a Silver Lions playbook.
I get it. Jennifer Lawrence.
Also 2012, by the way.
There
you go.
There's always a silver
Go
lion.
Eagles.
RZA is fighting against Dave Bautista, and his punches are actually hurting him until Dave busts out Tiger
Dude.
style.
Yeah.
And this is the stupidest line.
More, David.
No, it is
more
not.
lore. You need
No,
more
it is
lore.
not.
You need more lore, David. Now we're gonna bring in more lore.
Sure do. Please, please, please give me
And
more
the music
lore.
He
was
wiped out
so
his whole clan.
bad.
Do you care?
Not a bit.
line. It's the last 10 minutes of the movie, and he does this fighting pose, and whatever blacksmith RZA says, like, ooh, Tiger Chi. I
Tiger
thought
style.
style.
I haven't
Tiger
seen
style.
that in a long time. I thought that was
Yeah,
extinct.
I thought you
he
all were
says,
extinct.
he said, I thought that clan was extinct. And Batista says, what does he say?
It was
says,
extinct.
they
I
are.
killed them all.
He says, they are.
dun, dun.
I killed them all. Yeah.
So now he's avenging the Tiger Clan.
What? No, he's not. He killed them all.
No,
How are you avenging?
RZA is. Now RZA's got to do
he
that.
is the
RZA
Tiger
doesn't
clan.
give a shizza.
More lore.
Then
Dude.
we get we get Jackknife fighting Poison Dagger in the room with all the baths where the hookers were hanging out earlier. Okay. And chains, so they're fighting with these chains over like the posts and the attic, and he's pulling them up and cutting himself down. And bottom line, the chains get caught up in these gears, the bath gears, I guess, the gears that run the heaters for the baths.
It's the ones that clean out the
Yeah.
tubs.
It's the water pumps.
The water pumps,
Yeah.
who knows?
It's a room full of gears. Why
Poison
do we even
Dagger and
question it?
Jackknife have some kind of history. Like that's why he's got a scar on his face. They hint at something
Because he shot a dart into his face and it was mercury, and then he had poisoning or something.
But he was
Please
able to
help
pull,
us with this.
He was able to pull it out before it got.
Yeah,
and he had one of his
something
Asian
happened.
hookers suck
That's
out the
why he's on
venom.
opium. Okay, that's why.
And that's why
Oh,
he's
is
on
that what it
opium.
is?
That's why.
That's his
More
medicine.
lore.
Okay.
But once Poison Dagger gets caught up in these gears and it's just pulling him in, they casually chat until he's crushed to death.
Yeah, why doesn't he just let go of that chain? It's just wrapped around his arm.
That all it was just wrapped around
It
his
was
arm?
just wrapped around his arm. He was just like getting pulled up like this. I would if I was in a similar
Well, I mean,
situation.
you would
at least
try.
be doing this. Like, can I get?
No, but
can I-
instead it's more like has the tone of like, well, it's been a good run.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. He's just like, ooh.
Like Russell Crowe lights a cigarette off his
Right.
he strikes his match on his gauntlet.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know what his one-liner is. That's the other thing. He tries to say like he's lighting his cigarette. He's like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It's like I've got leftovers in the fridge if you want them. It's good Tupperware.
Right.
This giant hammer swings through and puts Zhen Yi into the same room as Silver Lion finally, like blasts him out of the mirror maze.
Why?
I don't know.
I thought that he
You know.
just quit the mirror maze and just walked
No,
out.
he got knocked
he
out
got
of it
blasted
Oh.
in the back.
by a giant swinging
right.
hammer.
X-Blade did.
Yeah.
X-Blade
But
did.
Silver Lion was just standing there going, hey.
Yeah, he was just, oh, you finally joined me. He's like
Right.
at the controls or whatever. And he just shoots all the knives out of his suit and pins Silver Lion to the cross
Yeah.
Deep, man.
and then buries him in the gold that's in the vault over his head.
Did you get the impression they were running out of film here? Like,
Yeah, it was quick. And you're
Hey, guys.
dead, and you're
Hey.
dead, and you're dead, and you're dead.
we need to wrap this up here. We're already at 4 hours.
I got the impression that there was a lot more that should have been going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And finally, in the final fight upstairs with Brass Body, RZA remembers the chi points on the dummy from his monk training and starts to blast Dave Bautista in the chi points. And blasts his own clothes off of himself as he does it. Okay.
Yep.
His clothes shoot off. Brass Body's all like missing chunks of himself leaning against the wall. And then he hits him with the spinning hurricane fist of fury.
Kamehameha.
And can I just say about this question, what? Since when do you all have special moves? Why is magic a sometimes part of this whole
Is there ever
movie
magic
here?
until that point?
Brass Body is Brass
Oh,
Body.
I suppose Brass Body is. But
X-Blade has things that can shoot out of his
that still
orifices.
seems mechanical to me.
Okay, all right. But then what about Bird Lady in the beginning?
We don't know
thing.
because that's the only time
Well,
they
I'm just
ever
saying,
show
like,
her.
There's parts of this that are just,
That's fair.
why is magic okay in these, but
That
the
took
poison
me out of
darts
the movie.
are mercury.
That one took me out of the.
That we have to explain with science. This we can just explain with RZA said it would be cool.
And I didn't see anybody pee throughout the whole movie. Nobody eats. Nobody pees.
Nobody eats. Nobody goes to the bathroom.
Come on.
cauterized
I don't
down.
want to see it. I just mean reference to having.
Actually,
Okay.
Chan does go to an outhouse
Okay.
and he does
That's-
take a dump.
And they have the ribs, spicy.
Spicy.
What did he say put him in the outhouse? I think it was the crab apples. That's what he said.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Get it?
They focus in on his face too. It's kind of disturbing.
So he does the Kamehameha in depressed
Yep.
Yep.
boner and whatever.
Okay. Well, the jackals roll up to the Blady Blossom. What the hell is this place called?
Pink Blossom.
Thank
Pink
you.
blossom.
Yeah.
Jack stops the massacre just in time before they're about to
Dude.
light up these kids with a Gatling gun.
Classic. Bring out the gold now. You have 5 seconds.
Dude, you know how heavy
Hell,
this is?
I was just gonna say, what kind of ultimatum is that?
Right?
And all in front of him was kids.
And
What did they-
Jackknife tried to use the kids as a shield for the building. He's like, go out there.
Literally, you got like 50
like,
kids. That
hold
all,
on.
they're
Here's
like,
my badge.
Here's all these kids, and the dude from the Jackal. They're like literally getting ready to rev the Gatling guns.
I love too that like in this world of badassery, one gun will take this whole situation out. This whole thing can be ended by one plot gun.
Yes.
Literal plot
Hey, Last
gun.
Samurai.
I was just gonna say it's because RZA watched The Last Samurai.
That's
Was
what
that
it was.
2000?
he likes that gun.
No, that was 2003.
Okay.
All right, let's put a bow on this. And they all got together, slapped each other on the back, and said, "The real Iron Fists were in our heart all along." And that's the end of the movie.
It is though.
Is it?
I mean, because
There was a second one.
yeah, there's a sequel.
There's a sequel.
There is a sequel.
Shut up.
Huh?
Nicole's gonna have to watch that, you guys.
Huh? We're all gonna
That's
have to watch
ridiculous.
that.
It's
You
really
gotta
not
need
fair
more
for you to do that to Nicole.
Really like
Sorry,
to
Nicole,
know.
but there is
I'd
a
really like to know, Josh.
Sorry.
Look, have you seen the sequel?
Of course
Have
he's
you seen the sequel?
Yes, I
Of course
own it.
he has.
He
Of course
owns
he
it.
This is good news.
Here's why I didn't think there'd be a sequel, because Rissa said, the Chinese say, where there is iron, there is rust. Well, not anymore. Jungle Village is clean, and I'm going to make sure that it stays that way.
Wu-Tang.
And then Josh, help us out because apparently there's an end credit scene that nobody stuck around to watch.
Oh, geez, there is.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, do you want to explain it since none of us watched it?
I don't remember.
Does Django
all
show
I know,
up?
all I know is the bird people come back, or they set up something where it's going to be them
They
versus.
explained the bird people?
Well, that's going to be them versus the bird people in the sequel.
God.
So, do they fight the bird people in the sequel, Josh?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Oh, good.
All right.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
Are you
so-
telling me that there is a part 2 to this?
Yeah. With
Are you
bird
telling me
people.
that
David,
we
we're
have
going to
to
be
do
back
this
for
again?
another
Yeah,
one.
we all just said that.
No, we're not. Not unless you win another fantasy football.
Yeah, I'll tell you
thing.
what.
I'm going to
I'll
win
tell you
now.
what, Josh.
I'm
that's a
going to
great-
win now.
That is a great ultimatum. If you ever want us to do the second one, you have got to win the league again.
You got to
Fine.
win fancy football.
Fine. Fancy football as it is.
right.
All right.
It
Well,
is.
in the meantime, can we try to figure out how to make this movie just a little better? Can we? Can we do it, ladies and
Burn
gentlemen? We can burn it. This is one of the few times I'm going, does it make it better? And usually it's always yes. Does Arnold Schwarzenegger make this a better movie? I feel like I need to reiterate this. Not a good movie, but better. I feel like he still makes it better than it was.
Well, just having him there would be cool, but
Right.
I don't think that it's going to be like, oh, good. Now this isn't that bad.
What if he was Madame Blossom?
That'd be, yeah,
Yes.
Okay, now I'm
Right?
watching it.
And
Now-
it's just him,
now
and
it's
these are my girls, right? And if you hurt my girls, I'll hurt your boys, right?
Stop it.
And he's holding that awkward key.
Yeah.
So, anybody want dessert?
Right. He's jackknife. Yeah.
And he just dropped. Oh, I almost made a really bad joke, and it's only because you're here that I didn't. So thank you, Nicole.
Oh, you're welcome.
It involved a statue for dessert. Anyway,
We got there.
Jackknife with his Christian. Let's find out.
that's right. Let's pretend who's Catholic. Okay, is it you? No, it's not you.
Wake up, my blossom.
Who is Catholic and what does she do?
That's right. Which of you is Catholic, and what will you do?
I'll sleep with my leg up in a stirrup.
Well, I'm sure the patrons had all kinds of fun things to say as far as where we're going to put Arnold.
Let's
So
read
let's
about
see what Cody Avery says. He said, it'd be hilarious if Batista turned into Arnold every time he got hit or attacked.
Oh my God.
Breast body.
Okay? So
He didn't have brass body. He just had Arnold body.
That's what it was. That brass body was played by Arnold, but Batista was still there as the human form.
you've
Yep.
called in Arnold Body, and he's here.
That's some of these magic power.
That's right. And so every time somebody punches,
That'd be great.
all right, I like that, Cody.
She tries to cut his neck, and he's like, "Stop it!"
Stop it. Cody, good job, buddy. Kurt McCain playing along and says, thank you to James and the whole team. Love this show and have been super stoked to participate.
Yeah.
I need to see Arnold as one of the Pink Blossom workers in the assassination scene. Just his face and a silver tongue coming out of. I'm going to get you. Maybe him busting through a door when they all gather as everyone else is doing silent acrobatics. Yeah, it's random, but that's par for the course with this movie. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be incredible.
He's got to be,
You know-
Oh, go ahead.
where's his girlfriend? Sorry.
Oh, where's this girl? Silk.
Yep.
Lady Silk.
Yeah.
Yes, go.
Because, like he said, par for the course. Like, why not? Because, like, Pam Greer's in the movie.
Oh, I forgot she was in the
Yeah.
flashback.
She's in the flashback. There's a ton of
so
weird ass
random.
cameos in the movie.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
totally
random.
forgot about it.
Bill's
was sold to them.
instructor from Kill Bill. He's the
Yeah.
main monk.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Pai Mei
Yep.
is in
Yes,
there,
Pai
right?
Mei's
Yeah.
in here. Mhm.
And in his same outfit, pretty much.
Pretty much. He hasn't
Patrick
changed since 2004.
Shamrock Man, so stoked to be on my first BMR after doing GMR. Ryan Farrell.
What? Why is that
calls
thing?
you out because he says I'm still waiting on a duel of movie knowledge.
With
This guy
Patrick O'Shea?
called you out a couple times. Yeah,
Patrick
you haven't-
O'Shea.
but you haven't been here when he's done. it.
Okay, all right.
He's-
O'Shea Chevrolet.
He's throwing down the gauntlet here, man. He
Do you
says
accept his challenge?
I know we're going to have some man with the iron brain up here. Please replace Rizzo with Arnold. He's had more experience as a character whose fists are made out of metal than anyone. Arnold versus Bautista is a heavyweight matchup that has potential for so many one-liners. Bronze body, more like paper tiger when I rip you to pieces. That would have been. This dude just wrote a better line than anything that was in this movie.
Stupendous.
Pretty sure that's in there.
It might be.
You couldn't understand it.
No, that's right.
Because Rizzo said it, but
Robert Avila says, glad to play along with you guys. Love your podcast. Think you guys are hilarious. Thank you, man. I'd like to see Arnold as brass body. Nothing against Batista, but you can imagine a jacked Arnold turning into brass while just pulverizing guys? Yeah, that would have been fantastic. And then he chopping dudes' arms off and stuff. Mike Harding playing along all the way from Canada. We could have Arnold narrate the whole movie. Also, we'd get a great Arnold scream when they cut his... Ah! Maybe some cool Arnie one-liners when he fights Batista, like, I'm back and heavily armed.
Nice.
Yeah, perfect. And then Jack Dean. Always love when he participates. Any of the Asian side characters that have giant hair. I just want to see Arnold in the background of one of the big fights wearing a ridiculous wig, beating up people with a giant back scratcher. Hell yeah. Arnold with the blowout, the 80s rock
The
star.
80s
That's why the
blowout.
movie probably was expensive to make. It's just the wig.
So much hairspray,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
it.
they were cheap wigs, obviously.
That's what it was.
Never mind.
Hairspray budget.
Would have been freaking incredible.
Yep.
Sadly, though, we don't get any of that. We got the movie that we got, but it's time, as we always do, to give some awards. Well, we're going to try and give praise to the movie where it deserves it. Okay.
Yes.
We've done plenty of roasting, and I'm sure there's more of that to come. But is there somebody that we can give the Will Patton Award for intensity to? Someone that said to themselves, all right, I know I'm in RZA's Man with the Iron Fist movie, but I am going to do this as hard as I possibly can. It's the Will Patton Award. It's time to get it done. Let's go.
You want a war? I'll give you a war!
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night! And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure
They remember forever the night they played the Titans. What are you doing with a gun in space?
All right.
what are you doing with an iron fist in China?
I was. What are you doing with a Glock in ancient age? Yeah, sorry. I just wish you would have just made a gun. That would have been the best. All right. Cody says Russell Crowe as Jackknife. If for nothing else, him gutting the hippo and then proceeding to tell everyone in the building what the deal was. Honorable mention to Silver Lion, though. I thought he was intense in a more subtle. Cody just used the word subtle in attached to Silver Lion's performance. Bro,
Yeah.
that is incredible.
He was as subtle as a fart in church.
I guess I just wonder how we could see the world through Cody Avery's
I know.
eyes.
I love it, man. Nice
Yeah.
job, Cody. But that's one vote for Russell Crowe as we head over to David.
Yeah, I'm going Jackknife too, only because he was one of the only things in this movie that made it slightly entertaining. Is when he came in, I kind of liked his swagger and everything. And then we cut that guy up. It was all good. There's parts of it that I don't like he's a weird sex freak. I didn't really dig that. But as far as performance goes, I thought he was the most quietly intense and good performance in the movie, I guess. In a field of junk.
Kurt McCain says, I need, there's only one answer to this. It has to be Russell Crowe's Jackknife. You can't even talk about him without yelling. That man chewed the scenery every time he was on screen. It didn't make sense, but it was intense as hell.
That
So
last sentence is totally true.
three votes right now as we head over to Farrell. Is anyone going to go off the board here?
Can you really go off the board?
I
though?
don't know. I wonder if anybody will.
As you look at the movie and you look at the 7 different trash can nominees that we have for the movie, Byron Mann was fine, but he was never like a leader type, even though he was supposed to play the leader. So, no. You know what? Russell Crowe all the way.
Wow.
Because, literally the only thing I will ever remember about this movie is his 4 lines of dialogue that he extends into almost 90 seconds of screen time.
Scream time.
Scream time.
Yes.
My name is Mr. Knife.
Yeah.
You can call me Jack.
Man. All right,
That's
fair
it.
enough.
That's it. That's the movie.
It Julian's, it chops.
Patrick says, how does this award not go to Russell Crowe? His first scene, he goes into a pleasure house, saves a girl from getting Steven Seagal-style boom boom time from Crazy Hippo, carves him up like an order of Peking duck, and then goes full Will Patton announcing to everyone who he is. Even his more subdued moments just take over the movie. Easy choice. So right now, 5 for 5. Last time we were in this boat, we were doing Spawn, and I thought John Leguizamo was going to sweep 10 for 10 votes.
Yeah.
And it got to the last person, and somebody picked someone. It was 9-0, and someone went off the board. Now I'm wondering if we're going to get a clean sweep,
Dude.
for Russell Crowe here, because we're 5 in.
We'll find out.
5 for 5 as we're heading over to Josh Whitehouse over there. Who you got for me, Josh?
Well, time to disturb everyone's again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
I'm going Byron Mann.
There you
I
go.
thought he brought such a swagger to
Which
his
one is
role,
he?
and he
Silver Lion.
Silver Lion.
Oh,
I
good.
thought he was just having so much fun with it. He knew the movie was what it is, and he's just like, I'm just gonna play it 2,000% than what I'm supposed to be. That's why he didn't come off as a leader, because he's literally just a silly monster.
There you go.
Good point. Fair point.
All right. Rob says, I'm giving my Will Patton to Byron Mann, Silver
there we go.
Lion.
Robert.
Oh, boy.
He knew the tone of the movie and matched it perfectly. He brought an intensity to the role that was fun to watch. So suddenly it's 5-2 as we head over to Nicole.
So, question: when our esteemed colleague was talking about the intensity, but it was like a great character and how Russell Crowe was doing like such a good job. Is that part? Is that
absolutely. Absolutely.
to be really?
Someone that just takes it really seriously, even though they're in a very stupid movie.
Yeah.
Because I still. I'm still gonna go Silver Lion because it was just it's the crazed.
You're my hero.
There you go. Because it already was the plan, but it was like the crazed acceptance of like this is a banana pants role, and I mean so is Jackknife.
Yes.
I can't believe that's his name. But anyway, but I just felt like he was especially. I mean, a lot of times acting is doing something that others would think is stupid, but you're in this world where everyone's like, okay, this is fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
As an actor, I say
Exactly.
that. And so he was doing particularly crazed things and sticking to it and not seeming to judge himself while doing it.
Not at all. That's 100% true. And suddenly it's 5-3.
This is
and just to make
crazy
this
comeback.
interesting, before I read the next two, I'm going to shoot my vote in here right now because I was also going Brian Mann, which is going to make this thing 5-4.
Wow.
I loved his. It wasn't a good performance. I loved his performance, though, and how big he just went with it. He's like, if I'm going to wear this David Bowie wig, then I'm going to go big and I'm going to go over the top and I'm going to be like just eating it up. And I thought it was much, much better than anything I'd seen him do before, especially Ryu, where he was just kind of a blah nobody in that movie. Thought he did much, much better in this, personally. And Dave's making faces
You're
at
right
me over here, so
you know
I
what?
don't think
You're right. He did much better than Ryu.
Yes.
Not a high bar.
No,
to hit.
it was not a high bar. But on a curve of performances of his that I've seen, this is really good.
That's like I didn't step in the whole pile of donuts.
That's right.
He had parachute pants to fill, and he filled them.
So with 2 patron votes to go, it's 5-4 right now. Okay?
This is quite a comeback.
I know. And Mike Harding says whether he was brandishing a knife gun or a sex toy, Crowe was all in. His speeches after he kills Crazy Hippo as he feeds Poison Dagger to the gears are as intense as anything in this movie. That's going to put it out of reach. All the drama for Jack Dean is gone, but let's see what he says anyway. Jack says, Byron Mann is Silver Lion. See, if that had been reversed, it would have been 5-5 going into the final.
last vote.
Look at that.
Man.
He was completely unhinged, brought the same kind of energy he had in his big scene, his one scene in The Big Short. Thought he was a ton of fun as the main bad guy. So the way that started off, guys, 5-0, it ended up only 6-5.
Yeah.
But that still means that Russell Crowe is going to win the Will Patton Award for intensity. Wow.
That's crazy. I mean, I was 50-50 on it. About 60-40 maybe, but yeah. It's not about a good performance.
Right. And that's what I was checking on.
It's not about a good performance.
We had to clarify.
It's about how hard they were doing it.
You went hard.
It's about how you know it is, how deep down in your soul you know how stupid it is.
That's right.
And you still crank it to 11.
That's right, buddy.
Anyway.
So it's time. Speaking of people that are in stupid movies and Well, no, he cranks it to 2. It's time for the Steven Seagal Trash Can Full of Dirt Award.
Trash can, oh trash can, it's a trash can full of dirt, yeah.
Love never dies, and neither do they. Love is eternal, and that's a long time.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you, Steven. We'll start again with Cody Avery, who says, I would like to give honorable mention to Batista, but for me it felt like RZA was struggling throughout the movie. There seemed to be something off about his line delivery, and I had a hard time looking past that. Cody, there wasn't something off about it. It was what it was, and you're 100% right.
You're right.
Nice job.
You got it.
RZA gets vote
This should
number
be
1.
100%.
And I'm wondering if we're getting I don't remember. I don't know if anyone, because now we got somebody at the kids' table. We're talking about an 11 vote. I don't know if anyone's ever gone 11-0 on the trash can before. There's a possibility.
No, there isn't.
Oh, are you
What?
going somebody else?
You damn right.
Right off the bat?
Oh my.
Dang, just suck all the drama right out of
I'm
this.
sorry. Maybe.
No, go ahead.
Maybe there'd be some drama.
Because it's
I have
fine.
no idea.
No, yet.
This.
ahead.
Okay. Look.
You thought somebody was worse than RZA?
Yep.
I'm intrigued.
RZA was bad, but the thing is, I couldn't understand anything he said, so I don't care. Silver Lion was absolute junk. Yeah, fine, boo. You can boo all you want. He was still a googly-eyed dumbass through that whole damn movie. As soon as he became the leader, he was just like, "Woobity-boobity. I don't care. I'll punch you too because I'm Silver Lion. Do you like my hair? This is funny, isn't it?" What? No, you're supposed to be this big, intense leader that's taking on all of these clans to get this thing, and you can't not clown shoes your way through this movie. He sucked. He was a goofball where we didn't need a goofball in that part, and he was trash.
But
so
he did
Silver
more.
Lion, no buts.
He
There's
did
no
so much
buts.
more in this
You
movie.
can't butt an opinion because it's my butt. So no.
And I appreciate
Silver
you,
Lion.
David.
There is truly a gun related to your butt.
Yes, my butt gun says Silver Lion eats a big old bag of
All right.
butt guns.
All right.
Sorry, Josh. Sorry, everybody that voted for that piece of shit.
And Kurt comes in and says, it pains me to say it, but it was RZA. In this movie of A-list stars, one man was not an actor. That's a second vote from Kurt for RZA as we head over here to Farrell. Who you got for us, Ryan? Who's the worst performance in this movie?
So, RZA is pretty bad as someone who does a vanity project and, delivers these marble-mouthed, lazy-eyed, like, who has eyes like that? I don't know. But here's the thing. He's not an actor. He's not very good. That's fine. But you know who was a trash can full of dirt in this movie? Was Lucy Liu. Who, as a beautiful, talented, competent actress who should know exactly what to do, is supposed to play this Madame Blossom, sexy, elusive, powerful, runs the best little whorehouse in Jungle Village.
Yeah, she did exactly that.
She sucks every single scene that she is in. She
wish.
has the personality of a trash can, where that trash can right there is more sexy and elusive than Lucy Liu was in any scene.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Everything that she says in this movie
That trash can is more sexy than her in this movie.
Yes.
Oh,
That's just
Yes. Every little
That's just objectively not true.
Your boys are you hurt my girls and I hurt your boys. Ladies, listen up, it's our time. Then she tries to do this whole
She's one of the
power
only things that was
grabbing.
good about it. If I
she's
hadn't had
trying
her,
to speak to a bunch
I
of
would've
whores
shot
in a
myself.
jacuzzi. And she's like, "Bleh." I love Lucy Liu. This is her worst career moment. Trash can to her.
That's not true.
wow.
See Charlie's Angels?
Full throttle.
Hey, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, well, dude. After this, you're suspect, Josh. I love you. I can't. Everything that comes out of your mouth now, I'm just like, I don't know if Jack in the Box is there.
Patrick O'Shea says, I wish the RZA knew what Spielberg knows, and that's to say, stay behind the camera. The movie is competently directed by him, but Christ, would it kill him to show some kind of emotion?
Okay, O'Shea, come on now.
That's not even true. Should be called the man with the iron face since it didn't change. Should change his rap name to Johnny Same Face. Plus, his fights were blah. Thank God Batista carried that fight. It would be a better movie if it was just Jackknife and X-Blade. That is another vote for RZA. And so far, the only two people that haven't voted for RZA are two hosts of this show.
Saying that was competently directed is like saying that the kindergartner got through the ABCs without screwing it up. But he kind of got the MNMOP is where everything got screwed. He got to Z, but it was kind of P. That's as competent as the directing was in this
He
movie.
thought that it was all one letter.
Yeah, he did that.
MNMOP was
and
was
for
one
RZA
letter.
it was because he kind of went did the whole thing.
Josh Whitehouse.
I'm at a loss for words, but this is why we watch movies, and I respect both you guys, and that's why we watch movies. Everyone's got a different opinion, but my God, RZA does nothing in this film. I don't even think he's actually doing the iron work. I think he has a stunt double doing it. He literally shows up at Pink Blossom with this gorgeous woman that he's killing himself over,
That he
and just
wrote-
sits there and pouts.
That he wrote for himself to make out with. Yeah.
And then the fight scenes, he can't pick up his arms. And then he fights Batista and somehow beats him easily. And he has, 10 lines in the movie, and he sucks at all of them. I'm out.
All right, Josh. Thank you for bringing some
So
reason
Silver Lion is your vote then, correct?
to the proceedings here. Robert says my vote for Trash Can is RZA. Everyone else brought a fun energy to the roles, but RZA seemed flat. Yup. Nicole.
Oh, and for the record, I didn't think that Silver Lion was doing the bestest of acting I've ever seen in my whole life.
No.
First off, when we were talking about Jackknife, I was thinking, oh, what if it was Jack, the character from The Incredibles, and I would be really into this movie if he had a part in it.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead and give another vote for RZA.
Yeah.
Because it was so hard to watch every time he was on the screen, and he was on it so many times.
All the times. Just all the time.
Made me so sad.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And he was a blacksmith.
And even when he wasn't there, you still heard his voice.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, no, I'll just do the voiceover too.
I got that.
And should we hire somebody? No, I'll just do it.
I got it.
I got it. No problem. Mike Harding comes in and says, RZA showed no emotion. It's almost like he was playing the man with the iron face.
Isn't that a movie?
Another vote. Iron Mask.
Speaking of his mask, can we talk about the fact that when he was doing all of his metal work, do you know what his mask was made of?
Yeah, it was made out of like wicker.
Wood.
Yeah.
Like very burnable wood.
Very
as
much
close to your
so.
face.
Very much so.
He's
That's
Freddy
right.
Krueger.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Why don't you just use something that's not
A wicker mask.
It's true.
gonna burn you?
Ryan,
The bees.
you said something when you were talking about RZA, and you were kind of like swiping it to the side as you were getting to your inevitable wrong vote of Lucy Liu.
Sure.
You had said, yeah, he's not very good, but yeah, he's not very good, which is a huge problem when you're the main character in the movie. Okay? It's not just he's not really good, but the entire movie rests on him. The plot is driven forward by him, by his narration, by the character. I love the guy outside of this, but he didn't know his music and his talent
For his talent in Wu-Tang Clan.
That's right.
He makes a really good three-bean salad.
But it was a huge mistake not to know himself
know.
enough, right? And this is why I call it the ultimate vanity project, to not be able to see through all that and just wanting to do it himself so bad that he doesn't know his own limitations. He is just far too withdrawn as a person, as his own personality and his own speech patterns. He's far too quiet, far too withdrawn to carry a movie. As a character, you want to have a side character like creepy guy that whispers in a hood in the alley that helps the main characters out. He could probably kill a part like that. Okay. But to put himself in this spot, he ruined his movie before the cameras turned on. He's awful in this. He's totally miscast. He sucks as an actor. I love the guy, but this was not even close the worst performance in the entire movie. Jack Dean says, I hate to say it because this is his movie and I loved it, but it's RZA. Tons of people in this movie went all out and were a ton of fun to watch, but RZA just comes across flat most of the movie, which leaves him with 9 votes. And let's see, that means there was only 2 people that didn't vote for RZA, and that's Dave and Ryan.
I was 50-50, 60-40, whatever.
RZA takes it home. I do appreciate how hard you felt about your opinion, though.
I mean, and it wasn't me just trying to be contradictory. The whole movie, I was like, come on.
Stop it.
No, I hear you.
Yeah. Stop it.
The next award we give out is an opportunity for us to give praise to the actors that never get any praise.
Yeah.
The people that were only in 1, maybe 2 scenes in the entire movie. It's the Bixby Snyder One Scene Wonder Award.
There is some kind of bug that we haven't seen yet.
Okay, USA.
Paper. I've never seen paper.
Frankly, I find the idea of a bug that thinks offensive.
Prepare to die, Powers!
So he hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass.
All right. That's where the statue hid the key, too, in this.
She could hide a lock.
Cody Avery says, X-Blade's assistant that gets McGruber in the alley by Batista. I really enjoyed what little screen time he had. If he was in the movie too much, I don't think he was. My second pick would be the general who was ready to attack the village that night at the end of the movie. So that's 1 vote for Chan. And we move on to Dave. Who is your favorite one scene wonder?
King Hippo.
King Hippo.
Yeah. I loved his little nope, this is my lady. I'm going to stand up and immediately die. It was great. And smash the table and stuff. That was perfect.
What if King Hippo was actually King Julian? From
You don't like we take my ladies.
I'm going to move it now.
Kurt McCain says, look, this goes to the first character that sets the tone. One of the Wolf Clan, when they first meet RZA with the iconic, never turn your back on a wolf, you'll get bit in the ass. According to IMDb, that might actually be Eli Roth. But yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
That said you had 2 days or you're dead.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll give it another vote to Wolfman. So 3 in. We've got 3 votes for 3 separate people. Farrell, who you got?
In a movie in which there's pretty much no one scene wonders?
There's a few.
I got to go with Hippo.
King Hippo.
I got to go with, Hippo. Because once again, only memorable one scene that I can even think of. Apart from, there's one random old guy at one point who just goes like he jumps in with a sword and just yells. And I was like, that guy.
I like it too.
Yeah, but I have no idea who it is. Right. It's probably Iron Clan number 3 guy or something.
And Patrick O'Shea also went with Gang Zo as Crazy Hippo. If Seagal was a real Asian slob and not a fake one, fake Asian, not fake slob. He'd be this dude. The living embodiment of what Detective Greenlee from Boondock Saints had in mind was a serial crusher theory.
Serial crusher theory.
Heading up and stopped by jackknife that lady would have been crushed by, in my best Willem Dafoe impression, some huge friggin' guy. Wanted to see a longer fight with him. Yeah, look, and not only that, but I think Patrick O'Shea is in the running here for best awards of the awards segment, because that's another great one.
Yep.
But King Hippo gets... Right? Do I have that right? I already scrolled up.
Hippo.
Crazy Hippo. Thank you. King Hippo. I keep thinking of that from the... Josh, who you got?
I got Dennis Chan, the innkeeper.
Yes.
I thought
the braised ribs guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're right.
He actually acted his ass off in just that little scene. You actually believed he was an innkeeper. They ran this place and he chased little kids out of the thing and season before. Yeah, he was a good guy.
I like that, man.
Yeah. He gets hitting back at the
He does. What is it? And Russell Crowe comes in and he's like, how do you like your whatever?
Yeah, he starts kicking the dead lions that they just left behind.
How do you like your lion?
And look at this. We got another person. Robert Avila comes in and gives it to Gordon Liu, who was basically bringing that Pai Mei energy. And so that's another. So right now, I love this. We've got 5 different people with a vote right now. Whew. Nicole, who you got?
If I knew the names of the men hiding under the leaves for 3 days,
you can just say that.
But
the rat men.
But there's a whole collection of them. But as much as I love the innkeeper, that scene, and as much as I thought it was lame for anyone to have to say, I can't wait to have your braised ribs, I thought that Grace Huang, the Gemini female, did an excellent job.
She was also really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed her.
Well done.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Butt gun.
Awesome.
Butt gun.
Yeah.
Mike Harding says, shout out to Crazy Hippo. My vote goes to the innkeeper who got absolutely giddy when asked about his Cantonese braised ribs.
Was that the same one as the?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same guy.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. I also was going braised rib guy because I wanted to try those braised ribs and I wanted to know more about him. And out of everybody, he seemed like an actually fully fledged character that didn't get a whole lot of time. So with one vote to go, it's a tie right now between Crazy Hippo has 3 and braised ribs guy also has 3. So hopefully Jack Dean breaks his tie. Otherwise, we're going to have to. Let's see what Jack Dean had to say. The racist redneck that trips and dies.
What?
I think this was Jake Garber based on IMDb, but I'm not 100%. The face he makes after tripping and right before he busts his head wide open is great. He went full symbiote. We didn't even talk about those racist cowboys. That
Out of left field.
I love it. So, all right, who didn't vote for Hippo or Ribs guy? Just Nicole? Nicole, then if you had to pick between those two, who was better, Crazy Hippo or Braised Ribs guy? Who are you going with?
Senor Ribs.
Oh, man, that means the innkeeper is going to win.
He's really real. I liked it.
Bixby Snyder One Scene Wonder Award. Love it. Oh, and the time now, guys, that Dave has been waiting for since we started this review. The time to share his feelings about this movie has come. But before that happens, Cody Avery has to have his say, obviously. And Cody says, good movie.
Wow.
Wow. All right, let's see what he said. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with. This movie had some issues for sure, but historically these types of movies have had an inherent cheesiness about them, and no one watches them for in-depth plot analysis. It's the fighting. The fight choreography was outstanding. X-Blades fight in the bar. The Geminis fight against the Lions. Chef's Kiss. There's actually a Wu-Tang collection of old fighting movies, and you can definitely see the homage RZA paid to them in this movie. I think it's a good movie based on the lane this movie's running in. This movie is everything Bulletproof Monk wasn't, and was I the only one who wanted a backstory of the eagle guy that dropped out of the sky? No, you weren't, Cody, and we didn't get it. Well, that's our first vote for good movie. And Dave looks like he's chomping at the bit over here, so I'm going to let you go.
I can't even believe that that's a thing. Dude, I know this is your movie, whatever, but this was unbelievable watching this movie. It was so incoherent. It was so nonsensical. It was so busted. And what it seemed like was somebody at one point went up to RZA and said, hey man, we're thinking of making a fighting game. Could you come up with a bunch of fighting game characters that we could put in a movie? And he's like, yeah, I already have a bunch of them. And when they were like, we don't want to do that. How about a movie? And then he said, bleh, and then puked out this piece of and it was just awful, awful, awful. I saw it in the theater when it first came out. I didn't like that. I completely forgot it existed until now, and I hate it now. Bad movie, full stop. Holy cow, bad movie, full stop. I can't believe it would be anything else to anyone else. But again, all present company accepted, as wrong as you are, it's cool that you like it. This movie's unreal trash. Like maybe in like the worst movie I've seen doing this show so far.
Wow.
So, and I like this stuff. This these movies with egregious action scenes and all that stuff, and I'm usually all for it. But this, it was like, what? Why?
What was that first movie you had? Was it Kill and Kill Again? Is it better than that?
Oh my God, that's an Oscar-nominated film compared to this. Oh. That was so much better. At least that was fun. Like you said before about this was the longest 90 minutes of your life.
It was. Yeah.
It was I aged 3 years watching this movie.
Yeah,
it was awful. Just
I hear you. All right, well, let's see what Kurt McCain had to say. Wow, this one was a doozy. Terrible narration, absolutely no plot, inconsistent action. But I would watch a whole movie of Jackknife and Madame Blossom. See that, Ryan Farrell? Madame Blossom was awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Just based on those two, this is a bad movie that rules.
I am living in crazy now.
Well, at least he's acknowledging it's bad. He just enjoys it.
But it is a rule.
It just means he subjectively likes it. Right?
Okay.
That's all that means.
Fine.
What if instead of Madame Blossom, it was actually Blossom, Mayim Bialik's character from the
that'd
90s
be
show?
with the hat, with the floppy hat. That'd be great. That she's got razors on it, so when she throws it just like chops heads off.
Exactly.
As a side note, there's a deleted scene on the Blu-ray. Yes, I bought this thing that has the whole plot explained in 15 minutes. It explains what is happening with the gold, the politics on the Lion Clan, and who Poison Dagger is. It makes the movie 40% better, and I have no idea why it was deleted. Thanks for including me, Kurt. Thank you for participating, man. Appreciate you. Farrell, I hesitate to ask, but please give me your summation.
So curious.
The poster says, "Dream until your dream comes true." RZA Riza worked on this for 9 years. This stewed and simmered in his brain, and he had shop talks with Quentin Tarantino about this. He had Eli Roth come in and write the screenplay with him. He got Russell Crowe. He got Lucy Liu. Everything on paper is awesome. The idea of all this world building in this mystical Chinese jungle village is awesome. The idea of it is great. But then, to quote Alfred, know your limits, because at one point when it's like, yep, this is a great freaking idea, and everyone's, puffing your Peter about it, like, oh my God, it's such a good idea, man. And then you get $20 million and you just do it all yourself. Whoa. This movie cannot hit a dramatic beat to save its life.
No.
The editing sucks. The cinematography is terrible. For a movie about martial arts, when you need to have martial arts like as a focal point, it's so easy to distinguish between like what's B-roll, what was filmed by a second unit, what was filmed by the main actors. It's so easy to see it. The tragedy is that the stunt performers in this movie are so good at what they do. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to like the unsung parts of the movie, the stunts are great. The way they're filmed is not. It does a severe injustice to them. There's even another part in the filming where RZA was behind schedule, and he apparently said like, well, we just got to keep shooting things faster, which allegedly led to like parts of the drama being filmed in just like 1 or 2 takes, which is very apparent. And stunt performers were starting to get injured because of how hard he was pushing them. Stuff like that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Stuff like, oh, we have a 4-hour cut. Let's bring it down to 96 minutes. Does anyone logically do that?
Yeah.
This movie is so bad, it's almost unbearable. Hats off for trying. Hats off for dreaming big. But wow, there was a reason I did not see it in 2012. There's a reason I will probably never watch it again.
Wow.
Bad movie, full stop.
All right.
I had a dream of flying. It doesn't mean I should jump off a building. And RZA obviously jumped off a building.
He did.
There was even like when Lucy Liu's hitting the little percussion blocks together. Even that, like, she couldn't even hit a beat, like from a phonoaesthetic standpoint. She couldn't even like go like beat 1, 2, 3, beat 1, 2, 3, beat 1. It was just like click, 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 click. And I was like, God, this is annoying. When is this 90 minutes going to be over?
Well, Patrick O'Shea says, while not exactly a game changer in the realm of martial arts movies, and the RZA having less emotions than Old Dirty Bastard's corpse, yeesh, the movie is well made and enjoyable. I know there's an extended version, so maybe that would change things, but otherwise, good movie, full stop. Dave, you have to stay. Dave, no, you can't quit. Dave, come back.
And Dave has quit the show.
Wow.
What is going on? What did they watch?
Well, Dave, I half agree with you. Honestly, I would never argue with somebody that says they like it subjectively. People can like anything. People like all kinds of dumb stuff. That's fine. But the 2 people so far that have tried to say it's objectively good and they like it, which is essentially what a good movie full stop vote is nonsense. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not objectively good. It's not. It just isn't.
I'm doing this a lot for the bit of I can't believe.
No,
so
I know,
stupid,
but still.
part of me is like, whoa.
Right. No, but I agree with you. So I don't get it.
Unless RZA was at your house going,
Did you like it? Did you like it after he showed it to you?
I dare you to push anything else but
That's
good
right.
movie.
All right. What do you? Well, I have a feeling I know, but Josh, what do you think, buddy?
All right.
My man.
This is not a good movie, full stop. It's not.
Okay.
But is the epitome of the show and a bad movie that rules.
All right.
It is terribly directed, terribly acted by the main person who basically brought this down from what it could have been, a fun, kung fu-esque, mosaic kind of movie of this is what I loved as a kid, so now I'm going to make a movie because someone gave me a bunch of money. But it's so much fun. There's so much fun to be had in this. Lucy Liu is amazing. Russell Crowe is amazing.
Yes.
They bring this movie from the bottoms of death all the way to the top. That final battle scene when they're all one-on-one, like a video game, is amazing. It's almost a good movie if you take RZA out of it and replace him with anybody else. Anybody else, it becomes a good movie, full stop. Wow. But because he's in it, because he directed it, and because of everything that Ryan said, and all the drama that he brought with it, it's a bad movie that rules. But God, it's fun. And I will watch it over and over, and maybe again when I get home before I go to work.
All right, there you go.
But the fun parts that you're talking about are only 20 minutes of the hour and 90-minute movie.
Give me 40. Give me 40, I'll take 40.
I'll give you 40.
Okay.
Robert Avila.
Just because that's how long he holds his.
Robert said, I wasn't sure where I land on this one, but I'd have to say good movie. David's face. Cheesy and over the top at times, but that's where they were going for. I definitely reminded me of the martial arts movies I grew up watching. Thanks for letting me play along. Rob, thank you for participating, man.
Thank you.
I love being surprised. This isn't going any way, though I thought it would. Nicole.
If you remember during the part, so I liked not yin yang. What do you call it?
Gemini.
I liked the Gemini twins or whatever they were. And I was noticing during her work that there was one part that she did like the Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal, like lean bend situation. Michael Jackson also wrote another song, and it's called Bad. And that's what I think this movie is. I think they tried real hard, and I think they should pat themselves on the back for waking up and doing a thing. I think a lot of people who signed up for it rethought it once it had started, but they were in too deep.
They were.
And I'm glad I didn't see it when it came out. And I have a husband who loves a bad movie. Maybe 20 minutes and he goes, I'm out. Just went upstairs. That was it. And so that's how you know it's bad.
All right. That's another vote for bad movie, full stop. And then we got Mike Harding who says, this is a great homage to old kung fu movies. The over-the-top characters and action make this a lot of fun. The entire Lion Clan looks like they stepped off the page of an 80s shampoo ad. And anytime a knife boot gets involved, you get bonus points from me. I really enjoyed this movie. I want to say good movie, but I just can't get myself there. Bad movie that rules, from Mike Harding. And then before we get to Jack Dean, I thought this movie was pretty fun.
James, don't you even do it.
I did.
Oh, he's gonna.
I did. I thought it was
the whole barrel.
Really stupid. I thought it featured one of the worst performances in somebody leading a movie that we've ever covered. But man, Russell Crowe, great. Lucy Liu, I would gladly rewind and watch any and all of her scenes in this movie. And you were the one that said it. The fight choreography in this movie is legit.
There's some.
And there's some really good fights in it. And I can't say I didn't have fun with that stuff. And even with the Batista fight at the end, as stupid as RZA's stuff was and all that, Dave's great. He was doing his thing. I would never say this is objectively good. It's objectively bad, capital B. But I had fun. Bad movie that rules. Okay? Well, it's only the name of the show. You and Clint does this too sometimes. He focuses on the word rules. It's just the name of the show. It's just our phrase to say, didn't like it objectively, liked it subjectively.
No, I understand.
Not that I'm like, it rules.
No, I know.
You know.
I'm just upset because everyone's wrong.
It's all right.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Jack Dean's going to get the last say here. And he says, obviously this isn't a good movie. RZA struggles as the lead and the plot's a mess. But despite that, it's a blast. The movie's packed with fun, over-the-top performances and works beautifully as a love letter to old school kung fu flicks. I didn't even realize this movie existed before, but I'll be rewatching it again. Byron Mann, Rick Yoon, Russell Crowe, Dave Bautista all crushed it, and the fight scenes are wild and endlessly entertaining. This is a really fun, bad movie that rules for me. So our final tally, guys, is we got 3 votes for good movie straight up, 3 votes for bad movie, full stop, and 5 BMRs, which means as a consensus, this is a bad movie that rules.
Wow.
Thank you all for playing.
Hey, I was going to say, hats off to everyone for going
That's
there,
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially know how the Academy feels about it.
Exactly how the
what I'm
Academy
saying?
feels about
I
that.
have a feeling the Academy Awards ignored this movie.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the Razzies did not, probably.
No, probably not.
This was very fun. Talking about this movie and doing it.
Exactly.
The movie in and of itself and having to sit through it was not unlike bamboo under my fingernails.
Yeah. No, it was long. Like I said, it felt like 4 hours, and that's just how rough. There were oases in the desert, but for the most part, the other stretches were rough.
And I'm not sure that it would be even that bad if in the middle of the movie it takes a long, boring break right in the middle before it has any action again.
Well, the good news is we never have to stay on these things too long. We can move on to whatever the next thing is going to be. And so next week, we are going to gather again around this table and talk about another one of my favorite screenwriters, Shane Black, wrote a movie in the mid-90s called The Long Kiss Goodnight. And I'm very excited to do that movie. And we're going to talk about that next week. Yeah.
Sold the screenplay for $4 million.
Oof. Just for writing it.
That Shane Black for Long Kiss Goodnight is the highest paid salary for a screenwriter. I'm pretty sure of all time.
That's because usually you're talking about like $200,000-$300,000 grand for a script sale.
Yes, pretty sure he sold it for $4 million.
Man,
so
dang. All right,
that's what's
awesome.
up.
Well, join us. Bob's going to be in here for that. I think Dave's coming back for that as well.
Yep.
And so it's going to be, and Brian will be in. So we got Dave and Brian together, and Bob. Join us next week for Long Kiss Goodnight. Thank you, Ryan and Dave, for sticking through this.
And of course,
Nicole, I'm very surprised this wasn't your favorite movie of all time, but I'm
close.
I'm happy. And next time I'll do better. Okay.
Thanks so much.
It's not your fault. It's RZA's fault.
And Josh, thank you for joining us, man. And congratulations on winning the BMR Fantasy Football League.
Thank you.
And I want to say best of luck in next season, but I don't want to do the second movie. So I really will be cheering against you. No offense. To make sure this doesn't happen.
I might join just to try to beat you.
There you go. Thank you guys all, especially you that's listening right now. We wouldn't be anything without you. So we appreciate you. And we will catch you on the next one. Take care, y'all.
This movie's garbage.
At least the soundtrack was okay.
The wig game was questionable.
We didn't even get. I can't believe we never said wig in this whole episode.
Why?
That was half the budget, I think.
But when it comes to money, things get funny.
Yeah, or not. So
Wigs.
funny. Or so
With the motherfucking Gatling gun.
Because man with the iron fist ain't nothing to mess with.
Lady Silk had 7 other lovers, I'm sure of it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Every time she opened that desk, he's like, that's more money than I gave you.